Chapter 831. Fong Hui was working at the police station. After receiving the girl's call, he hurriedly drove to the police station. Fong Hui's face turned ashen as he looked at his grieving daughter in his arms. He only had one girl, and he wouldn't allow anyone to bully her. Fong Hui furiously swept his gaze across the room. Just as he was about to reprimand them, he suddenly swallowed the words that were on the tip of his tongue. "Oh my God, Ching Ching, are you playing with your dad again? What kind of people did you offend?" Fong Hui's expression changed. He had a bad feeling when he saw Sima Chao and all the rich young masters of the provincial capital standing in the room. "Dad, what are you talking about? When did I play with you? They really bullied me. They almost forced me. Hurry up and arrest them." Fong Qing's eyes darted around as she spoke. It was obvious that she had a guilty conscience. Fong Hui had raised this girl for 18 years. How could he not know what his daughter was thinking? Fong Hui almost fainted from anger. "You damned girl, you've played with me many times. It's fine if you're willful, but I won't let you fool around today. Hurry up and come with me. I'll teach you a lesson when we get home." Fong Hui was only 45 years old, and he was able to reach his current position. He was not a simple person. Fong Hui's face turned cold when he saw the room full of rich young masters. He pulled his daughter and left. Fong Hui would never get involved in this mess. "Shan Shan, uncle, what are you waiting for? My dad is here to take us home for dinner." Fong Qing winked at Qin Feng and Li Shanshan. Li Shanshan immediately came to her senses and pulled Qin Feng to follow them. "Uncle Fong, I didn't expect you to come." "Huh? Why did he leave without even saying goodbye to everyone? Are you looking down on us?" Sima Chao suddenly laughed when he saw Qin Feng was about to leave. Fong Hui's eyes flashed with coldness when he reached the door. When he turned around, he had a peaceful smile on his face. "Huh? This is the kid from the Sima family, right? The people from the Yang family and the Lu family are here too. I'm here to bring Ching Ching home. I'm not going to get involved in the gathering of you youngsters, lest everyone feels uncomfortable." In any case, Fong Hui was a senior here, and Sima Chao's words carried a hint of provocation. Although Fong Hui was dissatisfied, he couldn't show it. After all, the Sima family had a provincial leader. "Uncle Fong, I won't say anything if you take Fong Qing away, but that brat has offended us. Do you plan to take him away as well?" Sima Chao looked at Qin Feng coldly. I think you've misunderstood. I'm here to look for my daughter. I don't know anyone else, so it has nothing to do with me." Fong Hui didn't know Qin Feng at all. Naturally, he wouldn't offend the Sima family and the other influential families in the capital for Qin Feng. This was human nature, so Qin Feng and Li Shanshan weren't surprised. Fong Qing was suddenly unhappy. She was famous for her loyalty in school. Now that her father had made such a move, how could Fong Qing still have the face to mingle in the aristocratic school in the future? "Dad, what nonsense are you talking about? Shanshan and Uncle Fong are my good friends. I want to bring them home for dinner." Fong Qing glared at her father and began to act like a spoiled child. This time, Fong Hui didn't go along with Fong Qing. He reprimanded her with a cold face. "You damned girl, are you trying to rebel? Hurry up and come home with me. You're not allowed to run around in the future, or else I'll break your legs." Fong Qing was so wronged by her father that she wanted to cry. In her memory, this was the first time her father was so angry at her. "If you want to go, you can go by yourself. I want to stay and accompany my classmates. I don't have a cowardly father like you." Fong Qing's stubborn temper flared up. She sat on the sofa next to her father and refused to leave. Fong Hui was angry and anxious at the same time. At his age, of course, he wouldn't use loyalty as a tool. If the people this girl offended this time were of a lower rank, Fong Hui would help Qin Feng. However, he couldn't handle the Sima family. "You damned girl. Do you want to anger your father to death? Hurry up and come home with me. Your bestie can also go home with us. Okay?" Fong Hui went up to his daughter and took a step back. He wanted to bring Li Shanshan with him. But Fong Qing didn't agree. She kicked her slender legs and pouted. No. If you want to go home, then all three of us will go home together. Otherwise, you can go home alone. You don't love me anyway. I don't want you to be my father anymore." Fong Qing's willfulness was triggered. No one could stop her. Fong Qing, I'm warning you seriously. Go home with me now. Don't force your father to do anything to you. Fong Hui seemed to have changed into another person. He glared at Fong Qing with bloodshot eyes. Fong Qing was so scared that she almost cried. She remembered that her father had never been so fierce to her. Qin Fong couldn't stand it anymore. He was touched by Fong Qing's behavior. He walked to Fong Qing and said, Qing, go home with Uncle Fong. I can handle this myself. Don't worry. You damn girl. Hurry up and go. Fong Hui looked at Qin Fong gratefully and helplessly. Then, he went up to Fong Qing and dragged her away. Fong Hui hugged Fong Qing's waist and pulled her away. Fong Qing clung to the sofa tightly and refused to leave. The scene was so weird and funny. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Let go of me now, or I'll sue you for molestation. Fong Qing was indeed a big-breasted bimbo. Her words were as shocking as Zhang Keku's. Fong Hui was so angry that his mouth became crooked. He carried the little girl on his shoulder and walked out. Chow Air, who the fuck bullied you? Where are they? Did they run away? Young Master Sima, we're late. Before Fong Hui reached the door, a group of people from the Sima family rushed into the house. The leader was an old man in his 60s. Behind him were a few middle-aged men in their 40s. Behind them were bodyguards in black. They seemed to be the guards of the Sima family. Fong Hui was drenched in cold sweat when the group of people entered the house. The old man who led the group was Sima Gao, a member of the standing committee of the provincial government. His rank was much higher than Fong Hui's. Brother, dad, second uncle, third grandpa. You're finally here. Sima Chao was ecstatic as he welcomed them. Sima Chao became a different person when he saw his family had a backer. Chao Air, why is your face so pale? Which bastard did this to you? I'm going to skin him alive today. Sima Chao's father, Sima Xinyuan, spoke in a domineering manner. He looked down on everyone in the house. A man who was about the same age as Sima Chao walked out from the crowd. It turned out that he was Sima Chao's elder brother, Sima Xiang. Little brother, where's that guy? I'll kill him for you right now. The Sima family lived up to their name as one of the 4 major families in the provincial government. The hall fell into silence as soon as they arrived. The young masters of the other families also retreated to the side. They didn't dare to say anything. Fong Hui kept pulling the girl and wanted to run away with his tail between his legs, but Fong Qing's pair of small hands grabbed the door handle and refused to let go. Fong Hui was so angry that he gritted his teeth. Third grandpa, it's that bastard. He beat up the guards of the Sima family and attacked me. Third grandpa, you must uphold justice for Chao Air. Sima Chao began to complain to his third grandpa. He described Qin Fong as a heinous villain. The dozen or so people from the Sima family glared at Qin Fong like a tiger watching its prey. Among them, 8 Stage 6 Inner Chi guards surrounded Qin Fong. The atmosphere in the hall froze as if it would explode at any moment. Sima Chao and the other students from the aristocratic school became complacent. They looked at Qin Fong with a playful smile. With the Sima family's guards and the provincial high-ranking official, Sima Chao, backing them up, no one took Qin Fong seriously. What are you guys doing? No, don't bully my boyfriend. Li Shanshan suddenly stood in front of Qin Fong. Her body was trembling, but her beautiful eyes flickered with unswerving determination. Don't hurt that girl. She's my girlfriend. Capture that guy and break his arms and legs. Sima Chao ordered. His voice was as cold as ice. Sima Gao nodded at the 8 guards. The 8 guards immediately attacked. They were Stage 6 Inner Chi martial artists. Their attacks were as fast as lightning. Everyone could only see their afterimages. Buzz! Suddenly, a strange energy wave spread out in the air. The source of the energy wave was Li Shanshan's body. At this moment, Li Shanshan's long hair was fluttering without any wind. She looked like a white-haired witch. Her eyes flashed with coldness. Her pupils contracted and a layer of sweat appeared on her forehead. It was as if she was doing something very difficult. Bang! The sound of a collision was heard. It was the sound of one of the Sima family's guards punching another guard's face. The original 8 guards suddenly split into 2 groups. 4 of them were attacking the other 4. Fuck, little black, are you fucking sick? Why did you hit me? Fuck you. How dare you sneak attack me? Did you do it on purpose? Do you think I can't defeat you? The 8 guards who were going to attack Qin Feng were now wrestling with each other. The sound of collisions and curses rose and fell. Everyone was dumbfounded. Qin Feng also felt a little strange. His gaze fell on Li Shanshan. Qin Feng suddenly remembered that Li Shanshan stayed in America's William family for 5 years and was trained to be a psionic ability user. This type of ability was rare, and its effects were very powerful. However, when Qin Feng sent Li Shanshan to the aristocratic school, she was only a rank 1 psionic ability user. She could only control the minds of stage for inner chi martial artists and below. Now, Li Shanshan could control 4 stage 6 inner chi martial artists at once. It seemed like she drank the mutant gene fluid that Qin Feng gave her. She was at least a rank 2 psionic ability user now. Bang! While Qin Feng was distracted, a loud sound came from Li Shanshan's body. Then, she fell into Qin Feng's arms. Xiao Feng, I've tried my best. Those people are too strong. Run! Li Shanshan used her last bit of strength to push Qin Feng away. Qin Feng caressed Li Shanshan's pretty face with a heartache. The fire in his heart was burning fiercely. Huh? What are you doing? Why did you hit me? Fuck. Who hit my face until it's swollen? What happened just now? The 4 guards whose minds were controlled by Li Shanshan had already woken up. The 4 of them looked left and right, and all of them had a blank look on their faces. I know. It must be that brat's doing. He's evil. Be careful, everyone. Motherfucker. How dare you trick me? I'll kill you. Let's go. This brat made us fight each other. We'll skin him alive. The 8 guards understood what was going on. They pounced on Qin Feng furiously. Feng Qing hadn't left yet. She held the door handle tightly and wouldn't let go. Her father was going crazy. Feng Qing was on the verge of tears when she saw Qin Feng and Li Shanshan were surrounded by 8 strong men. Uncle, take Shanshan and run. Chapter 832. Qin Feng did not run away with Li Shanshan. He carried Li Shanshan with one hand and slapped the 8 Sima family guards with the other. The aura of a Stage 9 inner chi expert surged in all directions. The violent airflow instantly filled the hall and suffocated everyone. A series of loud explosions resounded in the hall. Qin Feng's speed was as fast as lightning. No one could see how he did it, but the 8 Stage 6 inner chi guards were already lying on the ground. Bang! 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 The battle was over before it even started. However, the explosions didn't stop. The violent aura was still boiling, and the air was filled with the smell of gunpowder. The people of the Sima family were dumbfounded. The students of the aristocratic school were speechless. Feng Qing let go of the door handle in fear. However, Feng Hui didn't leave with her because he was also suffering from dementia. He had forgotten what he was supposed to do. Qin Feng didn't stop after he put down the guards. He carried Li Shanshan and appeared in front of Sima Chao in a flash. Is this the person you call? I'm so disappointed. Qin Feng's voice echoed in Sima Chao's ears. His eyes were bloodshot, and his expression was ice-cold. His body exuded an intense aura of death. He looked like a demon that just walked out of hell. Sima Chao didn't have the time to speak. Qin Feng didn't give him the chance to. Qin Feng's hand moved, and Sima Chao's tall and sturdy body was thrown into the wall. He spat out a few mouthfuls of blood and fainted. No one knew if he was dead or alive. You? How dare you touch my son? You're courting. Sima Xuanyuan's eyes almost popped out when he regained his senses. Before Sima Xinyuan could finish his words, Qin Feng sent him flying with a backhand slap. Sima Xinyuan couldn't resist at all. In the next second, he and Sima Chao were smashed into the wall. Qin Feng and Sima Chao looked like 2 murals on the wall. A strange aura floated in the hall. Sima Gaoren, a member of the standing committee of the Municipal Party Committee, finally regained his senses. Sima Gaoren's face contorted in anger when he saw his nephew and grandnephew being smashed into the air. Do you know who I am? I'm a member of the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee of the Provincial Party Committee. How dare you hit me in front of me? Don't even think about living today." Master Sima's voice was low and cold, filled with dense, killing intent. However, before he could finish speaking, Qin Feng kicked him over. Voila! Cries of surprise came from the crowd. Everyone couldn't help but scream. When Sima Chao and Sima Xinyuan were beaten up, everyone was already shocked enough. However, Master Sima's status was different. He was an elder of the Sima family, and at the same time, he was a high-ranking official of the nation. Qin Feng even dared to hit Master Sima? This kid really doesn't want to live anymore? Oh no, what did this kid eat to grow up? This is even more ruthless than the guts of a leopard. Ching, I'm warning you, don't ever mix around with that man in the future. Otherwise, even if your father had 10 lives, it wouldn't be enough for you to play with. Feng Hui trembled in fear at the scene before him. Feng Qing also came back to her senses. Her eyes were twinkling like little stars. When Qin Feng violently beat up Sima Chao, Feng Qing wanted to throw herself into Qin Feng's arms. Now that she saw the uncle beat up Master Sima, Feng Qing broke free from her father and threw herself into Qin Feng's arms. "Uncle, don't be too flashy. You're really my idol. If you weren't with Shan, I want to have a baby with you." Feng Qing was so excited that she danced in Qin Feng's arms. Qin Feng felt as if there were 2 big bunnies jumping around. "Oh my God! Qing, come back here." Feng Hui was so scared that he staggered and fell. Among the people from the Sima family, only one person was left standing on the ground, and this person was the only person Qin Feng knew. Although Sima Xiang was standing, his legs were trembling, and he was so scared that he broke out in a cold sweat. Ever since Sima II died, the Sima family elected Sima Xiang as the representative of the younger generation. Whenever there was a high-end gathering of the rich and powerful, Sima Xiang would represent the Sima family. Sima Xiang was the pride of the Sima family, and he was one of the best among the younger generation in the capital. However, he was beaten up by Qin Feng countless times, and now, he was still Qin Feng's little brother. Before last night, Sima Xiang was only Qin Feng's little brother on the surface, and he was still dissatisfied. However, in the Battle of Broken Cliff Mountain last night, Sima Xiang saw Xiao Feng beat up Zilong, defeated Zilong, and became one of China's new 9 dragons. This change in identity made Sima Xiang determined that he would take a detour when he saw Xiao Feng in the future. However, when Sima Xiang saw Xiao Feng again, he found that he couldn't take a detour because he was so scared that he couldn't even walk. "Xiang, hurry up and kill that brat. I want him dead." Master Sima lay on the ground in so much pain that he couldn't stand up. His old face was hideous and terrifying, and he hysterically yelled at Sima Xiang. When had Master Sima ever been hit by someone, not to mention being hit by a junior? His old face was completely lost today, and he wanted nothing more than to skin Qin Feng alive and dismember his body into 1,000 pieces. However, no matter how Master Sima yelled, Sima Xiang foolishly stood where he was unmoved. He wanted him to take care of Xiao Feng? What kind of fucking joke was this? "Yang Kai-dai, Big Brother is here. Lu Su, who bullied you? Are you okay?" "Young Master Lin, the Lin family's guards are here. Which brow was blind and offended you? Little Lee Grandpa is here. Who gave him the guts to touch my Lee family?" Suddenly, a large group of people rushed in from outside the door. They were all called over by the students from the aristocratic schools. These students were all disciples of big and small families in the capital, and their families were rich merchants and high officials. The power behind them was an existence that ordinary people couldn't touch. Dozens of people surrounded the hall, and the hall was almost full. Originally, when the family's reinforcements arrived, this was a time to be excited and clamor with Qin Feng. However, none of these students dared to stand out and accuse Qin Feng. Qin Feng's strength just now truly intimidated everyone. Qin Feng even slapped the Sima family's 3rd master. "So what were they?" It's you? Why you're here too?" One of the youths suddenly looked at Qin Feng and immediately retreated in fear. This person was the Lu family's Lu Chao. Not long ago, Gao Feixiang, and Forgotten Sea caused trouble in Hero City and were brutally oppressed by Qin Feng. Qin Feng even swindled 3 families of a large sum of money. Lu Chao would never forget Qin Feng for the rest of his life. When he saw Qin Feng, he was so scared that he even stuttered. Lu Chao's reaction shocked the people from the other families who rushed over. The group of people who were arrogant and despotic just now immediately quieted down. Big Brother Qiao, I'm not late, am I? Another person rushed over. He was as fat as a ball, and walking seemed strenuous. Everyone's eyes widened when they saw the newcomer. This was Lu Shu, one of the 4 young masters of the provincial capital. You're not late. Just in time to help me deal with the trivial matters. Qin Feng glanced at Lu Shu before his cold gaze fell on the Sima family members. Lu Shu was called over by Qin Feng. After receiving Qin Feng's call, Lu Shu hurriedly rushed over. Huh? Lu Chao, what the fuck are you doing here? Lu Shu quickly saw the Lu family members in the crowd. He was so angry that his lungs were about to explode. Big brother, Before Lu Chao could finish, Lu Shu slapped his face so hard that Lu Chao's eyes shone. Don't fucking call me big brother. Do you think I have such a stupid little brother? Hurry up and bring your people home. If you dare to poke your nose into other people's business in the future, I'll break your fucking legs. Lu Shu was not stupid. He could tell that Lu Chao brought people to oppose Qiao Feng. Lu Shu was scared half to death. Big brother Qiao Feng defeated Purple Dragon Su Xiaodian and was about to become China's new 9 dragons. Opposing Qiao Feng was equivalent to seeking death. Lu Chao regretted coming over. Even if Lu Shu did not come, Lu Chao would not dare to offend Qiao Feng. He was slapped in the face in public, but he did not lose his temper. He even apologized to Qin Feng with a smile. Big brother Qiao, I was wrong. I'll leave now. After Lu Chao said goodbye, he signaled the Lu family members with his eyes. 7 or 8 Lu family members wiped the cold sweat off their foreheads and quickly ran away with their tails between their legs. The hall instantly became quiet. The atmosphere was extremely strange. Who was the Lu family? They were one of the 4 major families in the provincial capital. Even Lu Shu called Qiao Feng big brother. The other families finally understood the situation and quickly ran out. Ahem, what are you all standing there for? I'm here to call you back for dinner. Dinner is ready, but you're still fooling around outside. I think all of you are itching for a beating. All the Yang family members, come back with me now. You little bastard. You're always fooling around outside instead of going to school. Hurry up and come home with me. Take a look at your virtue. What kind of place is this? What do you want to do with a group of men and women? Go home and lock yourself up for 10 days. After the Lu family members left, the other families began to find excuses to leave. When they left, they would smile at Qin Feng with flattering smiles. Some of them even came up to Qin Feng and said a few good words to him. Until now, many of them still did not know who Qin Feng was. They were also very puzzled in their hearts. They had never seen such an extremely ordinary face before. However, this person had slapped the Sima family's face and made Lu Shu his follower. How could they provoke such a person? Qin Feng hugged Li Shanshan and stood still. Qin Feng did not stop these people from leaving. These people were just some insignificant nobodies. The one Qin Feng wanted to deal with was Sima Chao. Qin Feng acted as if nothing had happened. However, Li Shanshan and Feng Qing couldn't stay calm anymore. What the fuck? Shanshan, who is this middle-aged boyfriend of yours? Feng Qing exclaimed as she came back to her senses. She was excited as if she had found a treasure. Li Shanshan blushed. She stammered and couldn't utter a word. Li Shanshan suddenly realized that she knew too little about Qiao Feng. She didn't even know he was so powerful. Ahem. Little brother, please continue playing. I'll bring Qing Qing home for dinner. Her mother is waiting for us at home. Feng Hui had already guessed that Qiao Feng was not a person to be trifled with. Feng Hui was worried. He didn't choose to help Qin Feng because he wanted to protect his daughter. Would this kid bear a grudge against him? Uncle Feng, if you really want to leave, you can leave at any time. Of course, if you're willing to stay, you might get an unexpected reward. Qin Feng did not hate Feng Hui for running away. Instead, he planned to promote Feng Hui because of his relationship with Feng Qing. But did Feng Hui want to take this opportunity? Then it all depended on his own choice. Dad, why are you still talking about dinner? You've disappointed me. How am I going to face my friends in the future? Who will want to play with me in the future? Feng Qing was so angry that she almost cried. She was indeed a loyal girl. She never thought of leaving Qin Feng and Li Shanshan behind in the face of the Sima family. Chapter 833. Feng Hui's face turned cold. He wasn't angered by the girl, but by his own incompetence. Once upon a time, when Feng Hui and Feng Qing were the same age, he was more impulsive and passionate than the girl. But after all, he was young and frivolous, and he hadn't seen the dark reality of society. Now that he was in his current position, Feng Hui had to be careful in everything he did. He was deeply afraid that a small mistake would cause him to lose his job. Feng Hui still had to take care of the girl, his wife, and his elderly parents. Feng Hui was no longer an impulsive youth. He had violated many of his original intentions and became the overcautious person he was now. Feng Hui could see that the girl and Li Shanshan had a good relationship. Feng Hui also wanted to help the girl and Li Shanshan beat up that bastard Sima Chao, but he still didn't have the courage. Just as Feng Hui was hesitating, Sima Gaoren's painful groan sounded. Feng, are you stupid? Are you still standing there waiting for the northwest wind to blow? Quickly arrest that thug. He dared to hit me. He must be tired of living. Sima Gaoren hadn't figured out the situation yet. Seeing Feng Hui here, he suddenly felt confident. Dad, if you dare to arrest Uncle and Shanshan, I'll cut off our mother-son relationship. No, father-daughter relationship. Feng Qing's eyes were wide open, and she looked very serious. Feng Hui, are you trying to rebel? I'm now ordering you, as a member of the Standing Committee of the Municipal Party Committee, immediately. Arrest that stinking brat for me. Sima Gaoren was also angry, and his roar was like thunder. Just as he finished shouting, the wound on the corner of his mouth was pulled, and he began to scream in pain again. Lu Shu looked at Sima Gaoren's arrogance and found it funny. You're just a member of the Standing Committee of the Municipal Party Committee, and you're acting tough here? Brother Qiao Feng is the new 9 dragons of Huaxia, and he can make you scram from your current position with one word. Feng Hui didn't feel good under the 2 huge pressures. His whole body was drenched in sweat, and there were 2 voices constantly arguing in his mind. Feng Qing's eyes were red, and she couldn't help but cry. But it was not because she was crying like a spoiled child, but because she was really sad and helpless. Feng Qing was a little disappointed. She thought that her father would eventually be forced to stand on the side of the Sima family. In her eyes, her father had always been a noble and righteous man. But at this moment, the image that she had built up over the past 18 years was going to collapse. Qing, why are you crying? Did that bastard bully you? Dad will help you beat him up right now. In this world, no matter who it is that dares to make my little girl cry, I will destroy him. Feng Hui suddenly hugged Feng Qing and touched the girl's head dotingly. Qin Feng walked on the bustling main street with the 2 little beauties. Looking at the dark blue sky outside and the bustling crowd, the 2 beauties' suppressed nervousness instantly disappeared. Uncle, why did you leave my dad there alone? Will he be okay? Feng Qing skipped happily for a while and finally remembered her dad. It's okay. With Lu Shu there, nothing will happen. If I'm not mistaken, Uncle Feng will be promoted. The standing committee member of the municipal committee is very suitable for him. Qin Feng's simple sentence scared the 2 little beauties so much that their mouths were wide open. They couldn't close it. Qin Feng looked at the 2 girls' seductive lips, and evil images suddenly appeared in his mind. Uncle, who exactly are you? Do you have to be so powerful? You've been pretending to be a pig to eat a tiger all this time. I've always said that you're a country bumpkin. You've really tricked Qing. Feng Qing's pretty face blushed. Li Shanshan looked at Qin Feng curiously. She didn't know that her boyfriend was so powerful. In front of Feng Qing and Li Shanshan, there was no need for Qin Feng to conceal his identity as a member of the Dragon Sect. He told them the truth. I'm currently the vice leader of the Dragon Sect Huang Group, but I've just defeated China's purple dragon Su Xiaodian last night. Soon I'll take over his position. Li Shanshan was actually just an ordinary girl. She didn't know much about China's dragon sect, and she knew very little about China's martial artists. Even after Qin Feng said so much, Li Shanshan still didn't know how powerful her boyfriend was. Wow, uncle, are you joking with Qing Qing? You're the new 9 dragons of China? I almost peed my pants because of you. If Li Shanshan didn't know these things, then Fong Qing knew them all too well. Qin Feng wanted to laugh when he saw Fong Qing's shocked expression. You silly girl, what do you mean by peeing? Can't you pay attention to your words? Are you a man or a woman? Pee standing up? Fong Qing hadn't recovered from the shock. She instinctively felt that what Qin Feng said was very reasonable. Fong Qing squatted on the ground. As soon as she squatted down, she jumped up again. Why did she feel that something was wrong? Qin Feng and Li Shanshan were shocked at first, then they burst into laughter. Li Shanshan blushed and stomped on Qin Feng's foot angrily. After a while, the 3 of them continued to shop. Because of Li Shanshan and Fong Qing's beauty, the 3 of them turned their heads to look at them. The eyes of the single people who passed by them were filled with envy and jealousy. Fong Qing and Li Shanshan ignored the stares of the passers-by. Fong Qing was holding Li Shanshan's arm and explaining to her how powerful the dragon sect and China's 9 dragons were. Li Shanshan's face was filled with shock after listening to Fong Qing's explanation. She stole a glance at Qin Feng from time to time. She didn't expect her boyfriend to be so powerful. Li Shanshan's heart was filled with joy. Qin Feng knew that Li Shanshan had been a loner lately. She was lonely every day, and it just so happened that today was Li Shanshan's birthday. So Qin Feng turned off his phone and took a day to accompany Li Shanshan. With Fong Qing, the Joker, the 3 of them kept laughing as they walked. Qin Feng took the 2 women to all kinds of shops. As long as Qin Feng thought it was good, he bought it all and gave it to Li Shanshan. Fong Qing was a cunning person. Under her coaxing and pestering, she cheated Qin Feng of a lot of gifts. After shopping for the whole afternoon, Qin Feng's hands were full of shopping bags. He only needed to hang a few more around his neck. Li Shanshan and Fong Qing walked in the front, hand in hand. But from time to time, Li Shanshan would look back at Qin Feng with pity in her eyes. Xiao Feng, you must be tired. Why don't we stop shopping? You can send me back to school. Li Shanshan hadn't been so happy for a long time. Although she didn't want to leave Xiao Feng, she felt sorry for him. Li Shanshan was not a rich young lady, nor did she have a spoiled and capricious temperament. When she learned that Xiao Feng worked in Dragon Gate and was busy every day, Li Shanshan began to feel guilty. She had occupied Xiao Feng for a whole day, so she felt embarrassed to continue shopping with Xiao Feng. At this time, it was already dark. Fong Qing shouted carelessly, "Ouch! Why are you going back to school tonight? Go and get a room. You haven't seen Uncle for so long. You must be feeling lonely. Let Uncle satisfy you tonight." Qin Feng had known Fong Qing for less than a day, so he was used to her blabbermouth. Li Shanshan, on the other hand, blushed. She had never had sex with Xiao Feng, but Li Shanshan did not refute this. "I'm fine. It's up to Shanshan." Qin Feng couldn't refuse. After all, girls were thin-skinned. It was better for Li Shanshan to refuse him. Li Shanshan was shocked. She didn't expect Xiao Feng to agree to Fong Qing's suggestion. Li Shanshan didn't know how to answer Qin Feng. "Hey, that means we're going to get a room. Shanshan won't refuse. She can't wait." Fong Qing agreed on Li Shanshan's behalf with a smile. Li Shanshan rolled her eyes. She was too embarrassed to refuse. "Okay, Shanshan, don't go back tonight. We haven't seen each other for a long time. Let's talk more tonight. It's time for dinner. Uncle will treat you to a big meal." Qin Feng didn't care too much. He wanted to send Fong Qing home after dinner and then send Shanshan back to Yin Wushuang's villa. As soon as she heard that they were going to have a big meal, Fong Qing was so excited that she danced with joy. From this afternoon's shopping, Fong Qing knew that Qin Feng was a rich man. Fong Qing didn't save money for Qin Feng. She directly took Qin Feng and Li Shanshan to the best seafood restaurant in the capital. Chapter 834. When they arrived at the seafood restaurant, Fong Qing was so excited that she ordered a lot of crabs and lobsters from the waiter. Li Shanshan rarely came to this kind of high-end restaurant, so she was a little reserved. Today was her birthday, so Li Shanshan felt very warm and sweet to be able to have a feast with Xiao Feng. The seafood in the seafood restaurant was flown in on the same day, so it was fresh and delicious. Fong Qing had long disregarded her ladle-like image and gobbled up the food like a little leopard. Li Shanshan sat next to Qin Feng, feeling a little shy. Qin Feng handed the peeled crabs and lobsters to Li Shanshan, and Li Shanshan was very touched. "Uncle, eat more oysters. That's a beauty salon for women and a gas station for men. Don't let Shanshan down tonight." Fong Qing stuffed squid in her mouth and grabbed a hairy crab and an Australian lobster in her hands. Even so, she couldn't stop her mouth. Li Shanshan choked on Fong Qing's words and coughed. Qin Feng rolled his eyes at Fong Qing and began to pat Li Shanshan's back lightly. "Shanshan, drink some water." Qin Feng gave her the juice that he had drunk. Li Shanshan didn't think too much and drank half of it. After drinking, Fong Qing laughed proudly. "Ha ha! Shanshan, you drank Uncle's water, so you guys kissed indirectly." "Ah? That was an accident." "No, it's nothing." Li Shanshan was so shy that she lowered her head and was too shy to look at Qin Feng. Not to mention indirect kissing. Direct kissing is common. "Why are you making a fuss, you little brat?" Qin Feng glared at Fong Qing and prepared to teach this girl a lesson. "Pfft, direct kissing is not a big deal," Fong Qing said disdainfully. Qin Feng smirked. "Really? You were so excited when you talked about indirect kissing. Don't tell me you've never kissed before? Huh? Judging from your sitting posture, I think you're still a virgin." Qin Feng stared at Fong Qing's thighs, and Fong Qing's face and ears flushed with embarrassment. She was a completely different person from her carefree and talkative personality. "Hey, weird uncle, where are you looking at? You're the virgin. Your whole family are virgins." Fong Qing was so angry that her nose was crooked, and she threw away the crabs and lobsters in her hands. "TSK, TSK, you're so old, but you've never had a boyfriend? Do you want Uncle to pretend to be your boyfriend for 2 days and let you experience it?" Qin Feng continued to anger Fong Qing. Fong Qing was about to cry. Although she usually dared to say anything, when it came to herself, she was more timid than anyone else. "I've had 18 boyfriends, and I'm more flexible than you. Don't worry about me. You should focus on teaching your Shanshan." Fong Qing pouted and glared at Qin Feng. She crossed her arms in front of her chest and looked spectacular. "Li Shanshan of Shanshan of Li Shanshan. Fong Qing of Qing." Li Shanshan saw that her best friend was angry, so she lightly hugged Qin Feng's arm and said quietly, "Xiao Feng, don't tease Qing Qing. You're making her cry." "I'm just playing with Qing Qing." "Qing Qing, hurry up and eat more. Uncle will treat you tonight." Qin Feng patted Li Shanshan's head and looked at Fong Qing with a grin. Fong Qing's personality was very good. She got angry quickly and was even better. When she thought that it was Xiao Feng's treat tonight, Fong Qing immediately began to eat again. She intended to turn her grief and indignation into appetite and strive to eat Xiao Feng pour tonight. The three of them had a good time together. Qin Feng and Fong Qing always bickered. Li Shanshan sat quietly on one side, holding Qin Feng's arm, and watched the two of them play. "Stupid uncle, can you stop talking to me? I don't even want to talk to you. You're always around me like an annoying fly. You're so annoying. Waiter, serve the wine." Fong Qing failed to bicker again, so she began to complain. She was the one who attacked Qin Feng, but it was Qin Feng who pestered her. Fong Qing was so angry that she wanted to drink. After a while, the waiter came with 2 bottles of red wine. Fong Qing ordered the most expensive wine, Lafite, which cost more than 100,000 yuan. Li Shanshan was shocked and began to feel sorry for Xiao Feng. Qing Qing, let's not drink. It's not good to get drunk." Li Shanshan looked at Fong Qing apologetically. "Shanshan, are you trying to piss me off? Are you still my bestie? You've forgotten your girlfriend after you got a man. It's just 2 bottles of Lafite, and you're already feeling sorry for your boyfriend?" Fong Qing was already angry. She leaned back and sat on the chair with her mouth pouting. She didn't eat or talk. Qin Feng found Fong Qing interesting. He put his arm around Li Shanshan's waist and said with a smile, "It's okay, Shanshan. Qing can drink if she wants. Don't worry about money today. Eating, drinking, and having fun are the most important things." Li Shanshan also felt that Qin Feng was rich. But being rich was one thing, and being willing to spend was another. Qin Feng was willing to spend money for Li Shanshan, and he didn't even blink. This action warmed Li Shanshan's heart. She felt that she was becoming more and more dependent on Xiao Feng. "Uncle, you said it. I'm going to drink you pour today. Let's see if you dare to bicker with me in the future." Fong Qing became energetic again. She asked the waiter to open the 2 bottles of Lafite together. She held the whole bottle and drank it like a beer. Li Shanshan was stunned when she saw this scene. Qin Feng was amused. Fong Qing was really a silly girl. Did she want to drink Lafite to drink herself pour? She must drink Fong Qing to death. Qin Feng held the other bottle of Lafite and poured a glass for Li Shanshan and himself. "Shanshan, happy birthday to you. I hope I could be with you on your birthday every year." Qin Feng's voice was soft and his eyes were bright. Li Shanshan felt a little drunk even before she started drinking. Qin Feng put his hand in front of Li Shanshan and crossed cups with her. Li Shanshan blushed and happily drank this cup of blissful wine. "Hey, you two are so bad. Are you bullying me, a single dog, in public?" Fong Qing drank half of the bottle and saw the sweet and loving scene of Qin Feng and Li Shanshan. Her face darkened with anger. Qin Feng said with a smile, "Hey, you just said that you have 18 boyfriends. You can call all of them. Don't worry. I'll treat you however many people you call." Fong Qing became hesitant and said with some guilt, My boyfriends are busy. I don't want to call them." "Really?" Qin Feng looked at Fong Qing with a smile. Fong Qing was about to cry. Of course, I don't want to talk to you. You won't understand, even if I tell you." Seeing Fong Qing being defeated again, Li Shanshan covered her mouth and laughed. Qin Feng stopped teasing Fong Qing and took the initiative to raise his glass. The 3 of them drank together. Fong Qing's strategy failed. When she drank the second bottle of Lafite alone, she was already lying on the table drunk and unconscious. Qin Feng and Li Shanshan also finished eating. Qin Feng directly called Lu Shu. After a while, Feng Hui rushed over hurriedly. "Hi, young Master Qiao, hello. My girl didn't cause you any trouble, did she?" Feng Hui greeted Qin Feng warmly as soon as he arrived. Since he knew Qin Feng's identity, Feng Hui feared and respected Qin Feng from the bottom of his heart. "Uncle Feng, Shanshan and I are good friends of Qing Qing. You don't have to be polite with us." Qing Qing was so happy that she drank too much tonight. She said she was proud of your performance today. Qin Feng said with a smile. Feng Hui went up to support his daughter. Seeing that the girl was drunk, he felt pity in his heart. "Then I'll take Qing Qing back first. When you have time, Uncle Feng will treat you to a drink or 2. Qin Feng saw that Feng Hui's aura had changed a little. It was a kind of strength that only a superior had. Without asking, Qin Feng knew that Lu Shu had done what he wanted. The 4 people left the seafood restaurant together. After saying goodbye downstairs, Feng Hui took Fong Qing home, and Qin Feng took Li Shanshan for a walk on the street. "Xiao Feng, I'll go to the hotel in front. The environment there is not bad." Li Shanshan suddenly stopped and looked at Qin Feng shyly. Qin Feng was slightly stunned. "You're not going back to your big sister Yan's villa?" Li Shanshan was also stunned. She suddenly realized that she seemed to have misunderstood. However, Li Shanshan didn't want to go back. On this special day, Li Shanshan wanted to be alone with Xiao Feng. With a trace of drunkenness, Li Shanshan bravely said, "I don't want to go back. I want to stay with you for one night." Li Shanshan also drank a lot of red wine that night. At this moment, her face was boiling red, and her eyes were misty. Qin Feng was a little fascinated by her. "Okay, I'll accompany you tonight." The 2 entered the hotel and got a room. Li Shanshan was so old, but this was the first time she got a room with a man. She was so nervous that she held Qin Feng's arm tightly and lowered her head, not daring to say a word. Qin Feng hugged Li Shanshan and walked towards the room. On the way, Many of the guests looked at Qin Feng enviously. Qin Feng's current Xiao Feng looked ordinary. So how did he manage to pick up a mixed-blood female university student? Click! The room card was inserted, and the door sprang open. Li Shanshan's little heart almost jumped out of her throat. Qin Feng hugged Li Shanshan and could feel her body tremble. Shanshan, don't be too nervous. Just treat it like Big Sister Yan's house. Qin Feng hugged Li Shanshan and entered the room. He suddenly realized that Li Shanshan didn't even have a home of her own. Qin Feng had booked a presidential suite. The room was very big, and the decorations inside were very luxurious. Li Shanshan was stunned as soon as she entered the room. She looked around at the dazzling and artistic surroundings, and the nervousness in her heart eased a little. Ah, I'll do it myself. Qin Feng squatted at Li Shanshan's feet and helped her take off her shoes. Li Shanshan shyly retreated 2 steps. Looking at Li Shanshan, who looked like a little rabbit that fell into a wolf's den, Qin Feng couldn't help but want to laugh. Then you take it off yourself. I'll go get some hot water. You can take a bath and relax later. Qin Feng already walked to the bathroom. Li Shanshan's heart instantly sped up. Messy scenes appeared in her mind. Don't tell me Xiao Feng wants to take a bath with me? Shanshan, are you done taking it off? The water is ready. While Li Shanshan was absent-minded, Qin Feng's voice came from the bathroom. Li Shanshan took off her shoes. She was so nervous that she didn't know where to put her hands. Ah, I'm not ready yet. How about you wait for me? Qin Feng already came out of the bathroom. He looked at the nervous Li Shanshan and was confused. Shanshan, it's just a bath. Why are you so nervous? Oh, don't tell me you're on your period? Qin Feng suddenly understood. Girls usually couldn't take a bath when visiting relatives. Li Shanshan's face was bright red. She was already sure that Xiao Feng really wanted to have sex with her tonight. Otherwise, why would he ask her if she was on her period? I didn't come. It's my first time. I'm a bit nervous. Li Shanshan's voice was even softer than a mosquito's. Qin Feng was completely confused. Li Shanshan had lived for 22 years. This was her first time taking a bath. Chapter 835. Qin Feng suddenly came to a realization. Li Shanshan was such a fragrant little beauty. So how could she not bathe for 22 years? It turned out that this girl misunderstood his intentions. Shanshan, you can bathe by yourself, Qin Feng hurriedly explained. Li Shanshan's mind was a mess, and she couldn't wrap her head around it. She pouted and said, Then aren't you going to bathe? You should bathe. I like boys who like to be clean. The corner of Qin Feng's mouth twitched slightly. But I have to wait for you to bathe first. We can't bathe together, right? Oh, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll be shy. Li Shanshan clearly didn't understand Qin Feng's meaning. She already shyly rushed into the bathroom. Qin Feng smiled and shook his head. He lay on the bed and watched TV. After who knew how long, the bathroom door opened and Li Shanshan walked out with a white bath towel wrapped around her. Her slender legs and delicate collarbone were undoubtedly exposed. Li Shanshan wore the aqua blue soul-cleansing necklace that Qin Feng gave her. It made her appear more noble. Her pink and tender skin exuded a strange temptation. Cough, cough. Shanshan, hurry and lie down on the bed. Don't catch a cold. Qin Feng glanced at her and couldn't stay calm anymore. Li Shanshan was tall and slender. Her face had the aura of mixed blood. Her skin was as white as snow, and her naturally curled hair draped over her shoulders. She was simply a stunning killer. Li Shanshan shyly climbed onto the bed, and Qin Feng tucked her in. Xiao Feng, hurry and bathe. I'll wait for you. After Li Shanshan finished speaking, her exposed, round, and fragrant shoulders were flushed. Qin Feng knew that Li Shanshan really misunderstood him, but he didn't explain. It wouldn't be too late to talk about it after bathing. Qin Feng's speed of bathing was much faster. After a simple shower, he came out of the bathroom. Li Shanshan's charming face became even redder. She mistakenly thought that Qin Feng was in such a hurry because he couldn't wait. Ah, Shanshan, where's your bath towel? Qin Feng had just pulled back the blanket and was about to go to bed when he was suddenly stunned by the beautiful scene in front of him. Li Shanshan didn't snatch the blanket to cover her body. She raised her head and looked at Qin Feng shyly. I thought I'd have to take it off sooner or later, so I took it off in advance. Qin Feng slapped his forehead and hurriedly covered Li Shanshan's body with the blanket. Li Shanshan looked at Qin Feng doubtfully and worriedly said, "What's wrong? Don't you like this? Then I'll wear it back and let you tear it off." Li Shanshan threw the blankets off her body and got out of bed, naked, to grab the towel on the sofa. Qin Feng glanced at Li Shanshan's enchanting back and felt a bit uncomfortable. "I'm done. Come and help me take it off." Li Shanshan had already put on the towel and climbed onto the bed. Qin Feng forcefully suppressed the evil fire in his belly. He patted Li Shanshan's head and said, Shan, let's just chat tonight. We won't do anything else." Li Shanshan's expression suddenly froze. She already took the initiative, but she didn't expect Xiao Feng to be indifferent. Li Shanshan's heart inexplicably tensed up. Could it be that Xiao Feng didn't like her anymore? Then I'm going to sleep. Li Shanshan tilted her head, and a teardrop slid down her handsome cheek. Qin Feng felt Li Shanshan's mood suddenly drop, so he pulled her into his embrace. "Shanshan, don't think too much. I'm going to wait until your daddy comes back. It won't be too late for us to do those things then." Li Shanshan's enchanting large eyes blinked. She looked at Qin Feng and said, "Really? If you don't like me anymore, then tell me. I won't force myself on you." Qin Feng helped Li Shanshan wipe away her tears. He cupped her cheek and said, Shanshan is so beautiful, has a good figure, and is smart and obedient. How can I not like you? You're still young, so some things can't be done too hastily. Qin Feng's voice was soft and full of doting. Li Shanshan's disappointed mood immediately soared. She found that she really misunderstood Xiao Feng. It turned out that Xiao Feng cared more about her, and that was why he resisted touching her body. "Then when Daddy and Mommy come back, we'll do that." Li Shanshan shyly buried her head in Qin Feng's embrace. Qin Feng could even feel her scalding temperature. After today's interaction, the relationship between Li Shanshan and Qin Feng became even closer. Qin Feng leaned against the headboard while Li Shanshan lay obediently in Qin Feng's arms. The two of them chatted about recent events. Qin Feng talked about missions, and it was inevitable that he would mention some thrilling parts. Li Shanshan would occasionally let out a cry of surprise and hug Qin Feng's arms even tighter. Li Shanshan's topics were much more relaxed. She talked about interesting things that happened at school, and also talked about the troubles that many boys pestered her. Li Shanshan finally felt that she was no longer alone in this world. She became lively and cheerful, and had endless things to say. Qin Feng didn't feel annoyed at all. He caressed Li Shanshan's smooth shoulders and patiently listened to Li Shanshan's school life. They talked for the whole night. Li Shanshan felt that she had finished talking about a year's worth of things. She became very satisfied. When it was time to say goodbye, Qin Feng sent Li Shanshan to Yin Wushuang's villa. Li Shanshan looked at Qin Feng reluctantly, but now she had calmed down. She knew the nature of Qin Feng's work, and she believed that Qin Feng would not leave her behind. "Shanshan, you didn't sleep last night. Go back to your room and have a good rest. Start going to class tomorrow. I'll look for you when I'm free." Qin Feng caressed Li Shanshan's head, and a trace of reluctance flashed through his eyes. "Okay, then you must be careful when you do missions in the future. Remember to tell me that you are safe every time." Li Shanshan nodded obediently. When Yin Wushuang walked out of the villa, Li Shanshan stuck her tongue out at Qin Feng and ran away shyly. "You are indeed the first hedonistic young master of Acropolis City. I admire your flirting skills. You won that foreign chick in one day and even got a room with her. You are really something." After Li Shanshan went upstairs, Yin Wushuang looked at Qin Feng with a strange expression. "Instructor Yin, do you smell it? There is a strong vinegar smell in the garden. Did you knock over the bottle of vinegar when you were cooking?" Qin Feng walked to Yin Wushuang with a smile. "You are the one who knocked over the bottle of vinegar. Don't flatter yourself." Yin Wushuang crossed her arms in front of her chest and rolled her eyes. Qin Feng knew what Yin Wushuang was thinking. He said, "Wushuang, don't get the wrong idea. It was Shanshan's birthday yesterday. She wanted to go shopping and have a feast. Then, she stayed late. So, we got a room. She slept on the big bed, and I slept on the sofa. Qin Feng's face was not red when he said this, but Yin Wu Shuang did not believe him. That's enough. You don't have to explain it to me. I am not related to you. Yin Wu Shuang was upset, but she did not want Qin Feng to see that she was upset. Yin Wu Shuang changed the topic. The 12 peaks of the Dragon Sect have made their decision. They will confer you the title of the Dragon Sect's main base in the provincial capital tonight. Don't be late. After Yin Wu Shuang finished speaking, she turned around and went back to the living room to watch TV. Qin Feng also sat on the sofa. Both of them did not speak. The atmosphere was a little tense, but it felt like an old married couple. Yin Wu Shuang seemed to be in a better mood after watching the TV series for the whole afternoon. She got up from the sofa when she saw the sky was getting dark. Let's go to the Dragon Sect. Qin Feng followed Yin Wu Shuang's car to the martial artist union. The martial artist town was brightly lit. The streets were crowded with martial artists who were shopping for cultivation items. Qin Feng felt a little disappointed as he walked on the main street and looked around. A few months ago, Lu Jie brought Qin Feng to martial artist town for the first time. At that time, Qin Feng was still a newbie and did not know much about the martial artist union. At that time, Lu Jie was scared to death when he heard the names of the Saint Medic and the blacksmith shop. Qin Feng was also a little afraid of them. However, after a few months, Qin Feng had already ignored the shops in the town. The Saint Medic had become one of Qin Feng's business partners. Qin Feng was too lazy to deal with the blacksmith shop. Unknowingly, the two of them arrived at the Dragon Sect's main base. When Qin Feng was here for the first time, the guards at the gate stopped him from entering. Now that he was here again, the 4 guards greeted Qin Feng cautiously because everyone knew that Xiao Feng was going to confer the title of the Dragon Sect's Dragon Sect. The Dragon Sect's main base was deserted the last few times Qin Feng was here. But tonight, the Dragon Sect's main base was bustling with noise and excitement. Lu Yunyun, Lei Ming, and Song Changxing were here. Exploding Bear and Flying Bird were also here. The 12 Peaks were all here. Blue Dragon Ji Yi and Purple Dragon Su Xiaodian were also here. 6 people stood beside the 2 dragons. 5 of them were men, and the last one was a long-legged beauty dressed in a white qipao. Yin Wu Shuang was just an instructor of the Xian group. She greeted everyone as soon as she saw them. Qin Feng ignored Song Changxing and the others. He did not even look at Exploding Bear and Flying Bird. He went straight to Ji Yi and started chatting. Ha! Brother Xiao Feng, congratulations. You will be the youngest dragon in the Dragon Sect. Senior Ji Yi, you flatter me. I'm still a greenhorn compared to you guys. I'll have to learn from Senior Ji Yi in the future. Qin Feng was not being modest. The 9 dragons of China were all experts at the peak of Stage 9 Inner Qi. Qin Feng's strength was still a notch lower than the 9 dragons. Luck played a big part in defeating Su Xiaodian that night, and he also relied on the help of medicinal pills. If Qin Feng were to fight Su Xiaodian again, he might not be able to win. Su Xiaodian was standing beside Ji Yi. When he saw Xiao Feng, he glared at Qin Feng fiercely and walked away. What do you mean by old driver? Ji Yi looked at Qin Feng with a puzzled expression. Qin Feng was dumbfounded by the question. When he regained his senses, he laughed. Nothing. It's just what the senior said. Ji Yi was enlightened. I see. You youngsters have too many popular phrases nowadays. I can't keep up with the trend of the times. Oh, I often hear people talking about Blackwood Ear, Tokyo Fever, and Chrysanthemum. What do they mean? The corner of Qin Feng's mouth twitched. What kind of friends does Senior Ji Yi have? Qin Feng was relieved when he remembered that he was Senior Ji Yi's friend. Ahem, Senior Ji Yi. Who are those people? Qin Feng quickly changed the topic. He was afraid that Ji Yi would be too embarrassed to see him if he knew the meaning of those phrases. They are from the 9 dragons of China, Ji Yi said casually. Qin Feng was stunned. He started to size up the 5 men and 1 woman standing not far away. Are they the other 6 powerhouses of China? Soon, Qin Feng was puzzled. Senior Ji Yi, is that long-legged beauty also one of the 9 dragons? Aren't all the 9 dragons male? Qin Feng suddenly realized that he could not even recognize all the 9 dragons after being in the dragon sect for so long. Up until now, Qin Feng had only seen the Crimson Dragon Dongfang Ming Wang, the Azure Dragon Feng Qingyu, the Blue Dragon Ji Yi, and the Purple Dragon Su Xiaodian. Chapter 836. Actually, Qin Feng was also puzzled. It was said that the 9 dragons of China were arranged according to the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, and purple. However, these 7 colors represented the 7 most powerful beings in China. If the 9 dragons of China were the 9 most powerful beings, then what about the other 2? Ji Yi looked at Qin Feng curiously. He thought Qin Feng knew about the 9 dragons of China. You really don't know them? I don't. Please enlighten me, Senior Ji Yi, Qin Feng said seriously. Is that so? Then let me tell you. The 9 dragons of China are 9 people, but many people don't know that China has a phoenix. Phoenix? You mean that long-legged beauty? Qin Feng was shocked. Ji Yi nodded and continued. Actually, China has 9 dragons and 1 phoenix. Other than the 7 dragons, there is a black dragon and a white phoenix. That makes it 9 people. Qin Feng was enlightened, but then he realized something was wrong. Doesn't that mean there is 1 less dragon? Ji Ye's expression changed, and a trace of seriousness flashed in his eyes. He said slowly, "Indeed, there is 1 less dragon. Above the 9 dragons is the Divine Dragon. The Divine Dragon's strength surpasses the 8 dragons and 1 phoenix, and he became the symbol of independence. Therefore, the 9 dragons of China that people often talk about are actually the 8 dragons and 1 phoenix, not the Divine Dragon. The Divine Dragon has his own name." The Divine Dragon? His own name? Qin Feng was shocked. He never thought that there was a Divine Dragon above the 9 dragons. If the 9 dragons of China were all powerful beings at the peak of stage 9 inner chi, then what realm was the Divine Dragon? Qin Feng suddenly felt that his strength was still too weak. As his horizons grew, he met more and more powerful beings. Senior Ji Yi, does this mean that the Divine Dragon has entered the true Qi stage? Qin Feng asked. No one knows, because no one has seen the Divine Dragon in action. However, rumor has it that he was the most powerful being in China 20 years ago. After listening to Ji Ye's explanation, Qin Feng understood the situation of the 9 dragons and 1 phoenix. Qin Feng scanned the surroundings again, then looked at Ji Yi and asked, "The dragon god didn't come?" "No, he's just like his name, elusive and elusive. Even I've only seen him once." Qin Feng was getting more and more curious about this Divine Dragon. He was just about to ask Ji Yi more when the 5 dragons and 1 phoenix walked over. Qin Feng recognized the elder leading the group. He was the elder of the Dongfang family, Crimson Dragon Dongfang Ming Wang. "Congratulations, Xiao Feng. You will soon join the ranks of our 9 dragons and become a family with everyone." Dongfang Ming Wang knew the relationship between Xiao Feng and Qin Feng, so he treated Xiao Feng warmly. After all, Xiao Feng was his grandson-in-law. Bai Feng crossed her arms in front of her chest and stood coldly to the side. This was because Bai Feng had seen Qin Feng glancing at Bai Feng's long legs several times. Since the Crimson Dragon had greeted Qin Feng, the other 4 dragons couldn't pretend that they didn't see him. "Hello, I'm Orange Dragon Chun Qingdi. I am Golden Dragon Yuan Mo. Nameless Green Dragon. Black Dragon Sword Zhou Burial." Other than Azure Dragon, who had betrayed the dragon sect, Feng Qingyu, who was not present, the remaining experts of the 8 dragons and 1 phoenix were all standing before Qin Feng. After greeting Qin Feng, everyone looked at Qin Feng curiously. They had heard about the battle on Broken Cliff Mountain. Although Purple Dragon Su Xiaodian was the weakest among the 8 dragons and 1 phoenix, he was still a stage 9 energy expert. Looking at Qin Feng, who was in his early 20s, they couldn't believe that such a young man could defeat Su Xiaodian. The 5 dragons and 1 phoenix were baffled. "Congratulations, Xiao Feng. I've always thought that you were young and promising. I was right about you." After greeting Qin Feng, Yuan Fu and the rest of the 5 tigers came over. Yuan Fu knew Qin Feng and Xiao Feng's identities. Back at Devil Beast Mountain, Yuan Fu was the one who put on the show with Qin Feng. Qin Feng's eyes reddened when he saw Uncle Fu again. It had only been 2 months since they last met, but Uncle Fu's entire body was as black as charcoal. There was an additional trace of weariness and vicissitudes between his brows. His exposed arms were covered with knife marks, and there was a long knife scar on his face. Qin Feng knew that after Uncle Fu joined the Five Tigers, he was transferred by the Chinese government to guard the border. The scars on Uncle Fu's body were the result of fighting with the invaders for 2 months. Many people only saw peace and prosperity and enjoyed a stable and happy life. They didn't know that there were many heroes like Uncle Fu who sacrificed their lives to guard the borders of China. Senior Yuan Fu, thank you for your hard work. Qin Feng was so emotional that he rushed forward and hugged Yuan Fu tightly. His eyes were filled with tears. This scene surprised everyone. The dragons took a few steps back and looked at Xiao Feng with strange eyes. Is there something wrong with this person's sexual orientation? The moment Yuan Fu saw Qin Feng, he couldn't contain his excitement. Both of them were not related by blood, but they were as close as father and son. Before Qin Feng obtained the Hedonist sovereign system, Uncle Fu had saved his life countless times. Xiao Feng, don't be sad for me. You must be proud of me. It's my honor to protect the country. I believe that after you become the new 9 dragons, your family will be proud of you. Yuan Fu had changed a lot in the past 2 months. He exuded a determined and domineering aura. Qin Feng saw that Uncle Fu had returned to the ranks of the strongest in China. He was proud of Uncle Fu. The 9 dragons and 5 tigers surrounded Qin Feng. Even the leaders of the Dragon Gate, Heaven, Earth, Mystic, and Yellow teams didn't have the right to approach. Not long ago, Exploding Bear and Flying Bird looked down on Xiao Feng. In less than a month, they didn't even have the right to speak to Xiao Feng. It felt like they were slapped in the face by an invisible hand. Bing Bing, come here. I'll introduce some seniors to you. Qin Feng saw Lu Bingbing's beautiful figure in the crowd and quickly called her over. Everyone who was in the middle of a heated discussion looked at Lu Bingbing with envy. Today was the big day of the Dragon Sect. Almost all the members of the Heaven, Earth, Mystery, and Fantasy group were here. It was rare to see the 9 dragons and the 12 peaks of China gathered together. Everyone excitedly discussed the legendary deeds of the strongest. Who didn't want to chat with Qin Feng's group? That was the highest honor. However, this was unrealistic. It was the 9 dragons and 5 tigers of China. How could an ordinary Dragon Sect member come into contact with them? However, because of Xiao Feng's words, Lu Bingbing joined the ranks of the 9 dragons and 5 tigers. She accomplished what the Dragon Sect members dreamed of. Lu Bingbing was very nervous. Since she was young, her dream was to join the Dragon Sect and meet the 9 dragons and 5 tigers of China. Now that Xiao Feng became the new 9 dragons, he didn't forget to introduce her to the other seniors. Lu Bingbing was very touched. Seniors, this is my subordinate from the Huang group, Lu Bingbing. She's an outstanding and responsible Dragon Sect member. I hope you can take care of her in the future. Qin Feng praised Lu Bingbing in front of the 9 dragons and 5 tigers, which made Lu Bingbing feel a little embarrassed. Dongfang Mingwang, Ji Yi, and Yuan Fu were very close to Qin Feng. The 3 of them gave Qin Feng face and praised Lu Bingbing. The others didn't want to undermine Lu Bingbing, so they simply said a few words, which made Lu Bingbing excited. After Lu Bingbing joined the ranks of the 9 dragons and 5 tigers, Yan Wushuang stood alone in a corner. Her eyes were full of disappointment. She had been in the Dragon Sect for more than 5 years. She also wanted to meet the 9 dragons and 5 tigers. In the eyes of the Dragon Sect members, the 9 dragons and 5 tigers were like superstars pursued by ordinary girls. Yan Wushuang was also a fanatical fan of the 9 dragons and 5 tigers, but she didn't have the chance to join the ranks of the strongest. Instructor Yin, come over here too. Yan Wushuang was looking at Lu Bingbing in a daze. She thought Lu Bingbing was very lucky to be loved and cared for by Qin Feng. Suddenly, Qin Feng's voice rang in Yan Wushuang's ears, which startled her. Instructor Yin, don't just stand there. Come here! Qin Feng shouted at Yin Wushuang when he saw her standing there in a daze. Yin Wushuang finally regained her senses. She felt a surge of warmth in her heart. She cautiously walked to Qin Feng's side. Instructor Yin Wushuang of the Xian group greets all the seniors. Yin Wushuang's voice was trembling. She had talked to one of the 9 dragons before, but it was her first time facing the 9 dragons and 5 tigers of China at once. Ha! Instructor Yin, you don't have to be so courteous. I've seen your ability with my own eyes. Your performance in the money laundering mission in Hong Kong was outstanding. Ji Yi and Yin Wushuang were familiar with each other in Hong Kong, so he enthusiastically introduced Yin Wushuang. The way the others looked at Yin Wushuang had changed a little. They were all sizing her up with a serious look. It was said that the money laundering mission in Hong Kong was extremely difficult. Moreover, they found out that Green Dragon and Feng Qingyu had betrayed them. Those who could successfully complete this mission were the elites of the elites. It seemed that Yin Wushuang was indeed very capable. The others also started to greet Yin Wushuang. Yin Wushuang felt flattered. At the same time, she felt a little guilty because she did not do much in the money laundering mission in Hong Kong. It was all Qin Feng's ability that allowed her to complete the mission. Lu Bingbing and Yin Wushuang gradually became familiar with the 9 dragons and 5 tigers. They were not so reserved anymore. The two of them realized that the 9 dragons and 5 tigers were not as difficult to get along with as they had imagined. They were people with flesh and blood, and each of them had countless stories behind them. Lu Bingbing and Yin Wushuang were like 2 little fans. They asked all kinds of questions. Since they were beautiful and charming, the 9 dragons and 5 tigers were happy to chat with the 2 beauties. The atmosphere became more and more lively. The other members of the dragon sect were envious of them. The members of the Huang group were in an uproar. They knew that Big Brother Xiao Feng was not an ordinary person. Now that Xiao Feng was going to become the new 9 dragons of China, the Huang group status in the dragon sect would rise a few levels because of Qin Feng. Zhang Ye was so excited that tears fell from his eyes. He was Xiao Feng's only follower in the dragon sect. When he thought of the scene where he agreed to be Xiao Feng's follower, Zhang Ye felt that it was the best choice he had made in his life. After they chatted for a while, the 12 peaks walked over together. The dragon sect's base was usually deserted. Today it was as lively as Chinese New Year. Seeing the 12 peaks standing in the middle of the hall, the dragon sect's members became quiet. Brothers and sisters of the dragon sect, tonight is a joyous day. The dragon sect has been established for 100 years. We have changed the members of the 9 dragons and 5 tigers more than a dozen times. Tonight, we have a new member joining the ranks of the 9 dragons of China. The 12 peaks sent a representative to give a speech. At the beginning, they were just words that went beyond the formalities. However, the atmosphere was still very lively. The change of the 9 dragons and 5 tigers of the dragon sect was a big event. It even attracted the attention of the martial artists in the secular world and many forces outside the martial arts world. After the opening speech, the representative of the 12 peaks paused for a moment and went straight to the main topic. Before we give Comrade Xiao Feng the title of dragon, I have to announce another matter. Because of the money laundering mission in Hong Kong, we found out that Green Dragon Feng Qingyu betrayed the organization and colluded with external forces. So far, the Dragon Sect has revoked Feng Qingyu's title of Green Dragon and issued a global arrest warrant to capture him. Chapter 837. Swoosh. Following the announcement of the 12 Upper Peaks representatives, the crowd went into an uproar. They thought Xiao Feng was going to be conferred the title of China's Purple Dragon. But Xiao Feng got lucky this time and became the Blue Dragon and Green Dragon's competitor. But soon, those who were close to Qin Feng started to worry. Blue Dragon Ji Yi was definitely stronger than Su Xiaodian. Could Qin Feng really defeat him? Let's not make things so complicated. I'm already famous as Blue Dragon Ji Yi, and I don't want to change my name so easily. I'll step down and let Xiao Feng be the Green Dragon. Before the crowd could react, Ji Ye's hearty laughter echoed in the hall. Qin Feng was startled. Before he could say anything, Ji waved his hand and interrupted. Brother Xiao Feng, don't say anymore. You know what kind of person Ji am? We completed the money laundering mission together in Hong Kong last time. Our teamwork was great. I hope we can work together again in the future. Since Ji had already said that, Qin Feng didn't want to be pretentious anymore. He was not a pretentious person. All right, Senior Ji, I'll accept your invitation, Qin Feng replied. In the blink of an eye, Qin Feng and Ji had reached an agreement. Even the 12 upper peaks were still in a daze. The 12 of them had cold expressions and showed their displeasure. The reason why they suggested another match between Xiao Feng and Ji was that the 12 of them still held a grudge against Ouyang Feng for beating them up on the cliff. Later on, Xiao Feng talked back to the 12 upper peaks. Of course, the 12 of them had to punish Xiao Feng. Otherwise, how could they maintain their position and prestige? In the end, the hole was filled by Qin Feng and Ji. This time, the 12 upper peaks were at their wits' end. Senior Ji, since Senior Ji has stepped down, can you confer the title to me now? Qin Feng looked at the 12 of them with a smile. The 12 upper peaks regained their senses and glared at Qin Feng angrily. But they couldn't do anything to Xiao Feng. The 12 upper peaks representatives stepped forward and stood in front of Qin Feng. The hundreds of people around held their breaths. The most important moment of the night was about to come. On behalf of the 12 peaks of the Dragon Sect, on behalf of the Dragon Sect of China, I hereby announce that the vice team leader of the original Huang group, Xiao Feng, is now officially conferred the title of Azure Dragon of China. From now on, Azure Dragon Xiao Feng will be recorded in the history of the Dragon Sect. The representatives from the 12 peaks were still talking about the away game, but Lu Bingbing and Yin Wushuang could no longer hear anything. Tears welled up in the two women's eyes. They knew that Qin Feng had defeated Zilong and that Qin Feng would become the new 9 dragons of China. They thought they were ready to welcome this glorious moment, but when the moment came, they couldn't suppress the excitement in their hearts. Tears of joy gushed out of their eyes. Pa pa pa! After a brief silence, thunderous applause rang out in the Dragon Gate base. The members of the Huang group were so excited that they were going crazy. Zhang Ye's eyes rolled back, and he nearly fainted from joy. The 9 dragons and 5 tigers all came up to congratulate Qin Feng. The team leaders and leaders of the Heaven, Earth, and Mysterious Fantasy teams also surrounded Qin Feng, looking for opportunities to flatter him. Lu Yinduan, Lei Ming, and Song Chongxing blushed when they thought of suppressing Xiao Feng when he first joined the Dragon Gate. They wished they could dig a hole and hide in it. The team leaders of the Heaven group, Flying Bird, and the Earth group, Exploding Bear, felt even more ashamed. However, they had to stay in the base. Even the 9 dragons and 5 tigers had not left, so how could they leave first? Good job, Xiao Feng. You're the Green Dragon of China now. You're amazing. Truly amazing. Ji patted Qin Feng's shoulder happily. Dongfang Ming Wang stroked his beard and nodded at Qin Feng. Now that Qin Feng had become the Green Dragon of China, his marriage with Dongfang Qin Shui would be even more perfect. Big Brother Xiao Feng. No, Senior Green Dragon, I, on behalf of all the members of the Huang group, congratulate Big Brother. Zhang Ye was so excited that he couldn't speak coherently. Qin Feng patted Zhang Ye's head and said, Don't worry, you're still my little brother. Just follow me and do your best. Okay. Thank you, Big Brother. There were so many people who came to congratulate Qin Feng that he was surrounded by 3 layers of people. Qin Feng's achievement was considered a miracle in the Dragon Sect. He had joined the Dragon Sect for less than 3 months. From an ordinary member of the Huang group, he completed all kinds of difficult missions and rose to the position of deputy leader of the Huang group. Now, he made a huge leap and jumped to the position of the Green Dragon of China. Tonight was Qin Feng's home court, and he was the main character of the event. The 12 peaks of the Dragon Sect were ignored by everyone and cast aside like air. The 12 of them stood in the dark and looked at Qin Feng. They were so angry that their noses were crooked. Today's dragon conferral had ended, and the 12 of them had nothing to do. After staying for a while, the 12 peaks left the hall in a huff. There was a celebration banquet in the dragon's sex base. The hall was filled with food and wine. After everyone congratulated Qin Feng, they started to eat, drink, and have fun. Xiao Feng, I'll leave first. Have a good celebration. The 9 dragons and 5 tigers were busy people. After Uncle Fu congratulated Qin Feng, he was about to leave with the 5 tigers because they still needed to guard the border of China. Senior Yuan Fu, don't you want to stay for a drink before you leave? Qin Feng looked at Uncle Fu reluctantly. Uncle Fu patted Qin Feng's shoulder and said proudly, I still have important matters to attend to, so I won't waste any more time here. You must continue to work hard and make Uncle Fu proud of you. Uncle Fu, I'll see you off. Thousands of words could not express Qin Feng's feelings at this moment. He personally sent Uncle Fu off. Looking at the backs of the 5 fierce tigers that gradually disappeared into the night, Qin Feng's heart was filled with emotions. After the 5 tigers left, the remaining 7 dragons and 1 phoenix also bid farewell to Qin Feng. All of them had heavy responsibilities, so they couldn't delay too much. After the 9 dragons and 5 tigers left, the atmosphere in the hall became even more heated. As the 9 dragons and 5 tigers were the strongest in China, they constantly emitted a majestic and powerful aura, suppressing the other members of the dragon sect to the point that they could not let loose. Now that everyone had let loose, all of them were like wild horses that had broken free from their reins. Qin Feng was not in a hurry to leave because everyone was here to celebrate his success. Although he had become the Green Dragon of China, Qin Feng did not put on airs, especially those subordinates who had a good relationship with him. Qin Feng mingled with them as usual. People kept coming to toast Qin Feng. Qin Feng had lost track of how many cups he had drunk that night. When the banquet was coming to an end, Qin Feng was a little drunk. He ran to Yin Wushuang with a cup of wine in his hand. Instructor Yin, come and have a drink with me. Yin Wushuang looked at Qin Feng, who was walking unsteadily. She quickly pulled him to a chair and sat him down. You still want a drink? You're already drunk, so stop drinking. Yin Wushuang wanted to snatch the cup from Qin Feng's hand, but she missed. Qin Feng tyrannically hugged Yin Wushuang's slender waist and blew hot air into her ear. Who said I'm drunk? I'm still sober. Yin Wushuang's pretty face blushed. She felt her ears were boiling hot, and her body felt numb, as if she was electrocuted. You're so annoying. Get your filthy hands off me. Someone saw it? Yin Wushuang pinched Qin Feng's thigh, but Qin Feng did not feel it. Wushuang, can you reconsider the thing I mentioned to you? Now that I'm the Green Dragon of China, do you want me to do something with you? Yin Wushuang was about to reprimand Qin Feng, but she remembered that it was Qin Feng's big day tonight. She swallowed her words and said softly, I'll think about it. After fooling around with Yin Wushuang for a while, Qin Feng went to look for Lu Bingbing. Lu Bingbing was very happy tonight because her man had become the Green Dragon of China. Seeing Qin Feng was drunk, Lu Bingbing supported him. The banquet lasted until late at night. Everyone was drunk, and some left. When Qin Feng was almost done, Lu Bingbing brought him back to the villa. Qin Feng, take a seat. I'll boil some water for you. Lu Bingbing helped Qin Feng to sit on the sofa. Before she could leave, she was pulled into Qin Feng's arms. Bingbing, I'm not drunk. Why do you want to boil water? Qin Feng's voice was slurred, but he said he was not drunk. Lu Bingbing couldn't stop giggling when she saw his adorable face. Okay. You're not drunk. Lie down for a while, and I'll boil some water for you. Okay? Lu Bingbing found that Qin Feng was like a child sometimes. Sometimes he was so domineering that it was scary. However, it was because of this that Qin Feng won Lu Bingbing's heart. Qin Feng really drank too much and fell asleep on the sofa. Lu Bingbing ran to boil some water and brought a wet towel to wipe Qin Feng's body. She took care of Qin Feng like a little wife and was considerate and attentive. After a short nap, Qin Feng woke up. He was at the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi, so his recovery speed was 10 times faster than ordinary people. As soon as he woke up, he saw Lu Bingbing lying in front of him. The collar of her white shirt was unbuttoned, and all he could see was her snow-white skin. Ah, Qin Feng, why you're awake? You bastard, don't bite me. Lu Bingbing was wiping Qin Feng's body seriously. Suddenly, she screamed. Her ice-cold face turned flirtatious and red. Qin Feng didn't seem to hear Lu Bingbing's begging. He carried Lu Bingbing to the French window. Outside, there was a starry sky and a beautiful night view. After waking up, Qin Feng was like an awakened beast. Lu Bingbing had no strength to struggle and fell into his warm and strong embrace. Lu Bingbing bent over and propped up her, but she looked at the streetlights outside and screamed, "Ah, don't do it here. Someone will see us." Crack! Qin Feng didn't move. He opened the window in the middle and let Lu Bingbing's screams travel outside. Bingbing, as the Green Dragon of China, I order you to obey your superior's orders. Move faster. Chapter 838. Outside of China, there were many factions in the pugilistic world. Most of the large sects chose to build their bases in the desolate suburbs. The Poison Sect's base was built in a barren mountain outside of the provincial capital. The entire mountain was filled with all sorts of poisonous creatures. Normal people didn't dare to go near this mountainous area, so it was named Poison Mountain. Today, a large group of people came to Poison Mountain. A dozen or so martial artists protected a man and a woman as they walked towards the Poison Sect. The man was in his early 50s and was tall and well-built. He looked like he had a lot on his mind. The woman beside him was in her 20s and was in her prime. However, the woman wasn't very good-looking. Or rather, it was impossible to tell if she was pretty or ugly. This was because she was simply too fat and it took a lot of effort for her to walk. The fat woman was Zhao Lingxian and Qin Feng's classmate, Ma Chui. A few months ago, Qin Feng returned to Acropolis City to celebrate Ma Chui's birthday. During the birthday party, he even kissed Ma Chui when they played Truth or Dare. Dad, there are poisonous scorpions everywhere. I'm a bit scared. Ma Chui was a girl after all. When she saw the poisonous creatures crawling all over the mountain, she was so scared that she jumped into the man's arms. The well-built middle-aged man was called Ma Yuanshan, and he was Ma Chui's father. He frowned as he hugged his daughter and comforted her. With Dad here, those poisonous creatures won't dare to hurt you. Ma Chui was still a bit worried. She looked pitifully at her father and said, Dad, let's go back. I don't want to go to the Poison Sect. Ma Yuanshan let out a long sigh. He didn't want to send his daughter to the Poison Sect either. The Poison Sect was filled with monsters that played with poison since young. However, Ma Chui had a strange illness. Ever since she was born, there was a poisonous gas in her body that couldn't be removed. As Ma Chui grew up, the poisonous gas in her body increased. According to the Ma family's elder, if she didn't find a way to remove the poisonous gas, Ma Chui wouldn't be able to live for more than half a year. Ma Yuanshan had already looked for all the famous doctors in the world, but he still couldn't cure his daughter. Now, he only had one last hope, and that was the Poison Sect. Xian, Dad promises you that I'll always be by your side. Let's go to the Poison Sect and find someone to take a look at you. Once they're done, I'll immediately take you home. Ma Yuanshan dotingly patted his daughter's head. A trace of fear remained in Ma Chui's eyes, but she still nodded. The closer they got to Poison Sect's base, the more poisonous creatures there were on the mountain. There were colorful snakes, giant scorpions, centipedes, red toads, colorful moths. Every single poisonous creature was enough to make people want to vomit. Ma Chui's body began to tremble, not to mention a girl like her. Even Ma Yuanshan's heart palpitated when he saw the poisonous creatures all over the ground. Who are you? How dare you barge into the sacred grounds of our Poison Sect? An old voice suddenly rang out. Before Ma Yuanshan and the dozen or so Ma family guards could see the situation clearly, a black shadow landed on the mountaintop a dozen or so meters away. The Grand Guardian of Poison Sect, Elder Yang, stood with his hands behind his back. Dressed in black robes and a straw hat that covered his face, he exuded a cold and sinister aura. Ma Yuanshan hurriedly raised his hand, and everyone from the Ma clan stopped. Senior, we are from the Ma clan fortress of the outer martial world. We didn't mean to intrude into your sect's sacred ground. It's just that my daughter has a strange illness, and we would like to ask Poison Sect to treat her. Once it's done, the Ma clan fortress will definitely reward you handsomely. The Ma family of Acropolis City, where Ma Chui came from, was a branch of the Ma clan fortress of the outer martial world. The Ma clan fortress was considered a medium-sized sect in the outer martial world. If it was placed in the secular world, it would be a very powerful existence. This was also the reason why Yuan Fu warned Qin Feng not to provoke Ma Chui. Elder Yang obviously knew about the Ma clan fortress, but he didn't care at all. Compared to the poison sect, the Ma clan fortress was nothing. Bullshit. Do you think that the poison sect is a medical institution? Hurry up and leave with your people, or else you'll have to bear the consequences. Elder Yang's expression turned cold, and his attitude was very domineering. Ma Chui anxiously held on to her father's arm, begging him to leave. However, Ma Yuanshan refused to leave. The poison sect was his daughter's last hope for survival. Even if he were to die here today, Ma Yuanshan had to meet the sect master of the poison sect. Senior, my beloved daughter has been suffering from a strange illness since she was young. There is a poisonous gas in her body that she can't expel. This poisonous gas seems to be growing in her body, and as she grows older, the poisonous gas becomes more and more concentrated. I've long heard that the poison sect is the #1 sect in the outer martial world that uses poison. I believe that if you help me, my daughter will definitely be saved. Ma Yuanshan begged bitterly, and Elder Yang, who had always been domineering, changed his expression. In a flash, he suddenly appeared in front of Ma Chui. Dad! At such a close distance, Ma Chui saw the ferocious face under Elder Yang's straw hat, and she was so frightened that she quickly hid in her father's embrace. Ma Yuanshan was also shocked. He didn't understand why Elder Yang suddenly flew over. Was he going to fight just because of a disagreement? Senior, what are you? Before Ma Yuanshan could react, he saw Elder Yang grabbing his daughter's arm, as if he was checking her pulse. Elder Yang waved his hand and didn't wait for Ma Yuanshan to finish speaking. He directly interrupted. All of you, shut up. Let me see the girl's condition first. Ma Yuanshan's heart was filled with doubts. He couldn't understand the strange old man's temper. One moment, he wanted to chase people away, and the next he couldn't wait to check his daughter's illness. However, Ma Yuanshan didn't think too much about it. The fact that the poison sect was willing to help was better than anything else. The atmosphere suddenly froze. Ma Yuanshan and the dozen or so Ma family guards held their breath, not even daring to breathe loudly. The quiet surroundings were filled with the rustling sounds of the poisonous creatures, and Ma Yuanshan and the others had goosebumps. After a while, Elder Yang released Ma Chui's arm. The expression on his face was unpredictable, as if he was surprised. Senior, can my beloved daughter be saved? You must save her. Ma Yuanshan looked at Elder Yang anxiously. Elder Yang didn't rush to speak. He looked like he was thinking. After a while, Elder Yang's cold voice sounded. This girl's body is quite unique. I want to bring her back to see our sect leader. You guys can leave, Elder Yang said as he was about to take Ma Chui away. Ma Chui was so scared that she quickly grabbed her father's arm. Dad, I don't want to go to the poison sect alone. I want to go home. Ma Yuanshan frowned. He was also worried about handing his daughter over to Elder Yang. Senior, I'll let the others go back. How about I accompany my beloved daughter to see the sect leader? Elder Yang raised his eyebrows and shouted impatiently, You're so long-winded. I won't change my words. What are you worried about? Are you afraid that I'll harm your daughter? Let me tell you, if I really did make a move, you guys would have already turned into bones. Why would I waste my time with you guys? As Elder Yang spoke, he released the aura of a Stage 7 Devil Cultivator. It was the aura of a Stage 8 Inner Chi martial artist, and it instantly suppressed Ma Yuanshan and the others to the point that they couldn't breathe. Ma Yuanshan was only a Stage 6 Inner Chi expert, and the group of Ma family guards he brought were only Stage 4 Inner Chi. In front of Elder Yang, they really couldn't resist at all. Senior, please cure my beloved daughter. We'll take our leave now. After sensing Elder Yang's aura, Ma Yuanshan decided to leave with his men. He wasn't afraid of death and wanted to leave his daughter behind. Just as Elder Yang said, with his strength, killing Ma Yuanshan and the others was as easy as lifting a finger. Ma Yuanshan had no other choice but to place his hopes on the poison sect. Dad, don't go. I am afraid to go alone. Ma Chui hurriedly rushed up and grabbed her father's arm when she heard that he wanted to leave with his men. Tears flickered in Ma Yuanshan's determined expression. He patted his daughter's head and said, Xin, this is your last hope of survival. Don't worry. I believe that this senior won't harm you. Go with him to the poison sect. Dad will come to pick you up in a few days. Ma Chui obviously didn't agree, but this time, Ma Yuanshan didn't pamper her anymore. He resolutely handed Ma Chui over to Elder Yang. Ma Yuanshan had already left with the Ma family. This barren mountain was surrounded by poisonous creatures, so Ma Chui didn't dare to move. She stood nervously on the ground with tears in her eyes. Your name is Ma Chui, right? Elder Yang's voice sounded, but it wasn't as cold as before. Ma Chui didn't say anything. She didn't dare to look at Elder Yang's ferocious face. Your body is very strange. I suspect that you have the body of 10,000 poison. This is a sacred body of poison that only appears once in 100 years. You want to follow me back to the poison sect? Do you want me to tie you up and bring you back? Or do you want to obediently walk behind me? I'll walk by myself. Ma Chui's body tensed up, and her voice was trembling with fear. Elder Yang looked at Ma Chui's nervous expression and shook his head helplessly. He turned around and walked into the depths of the mountain. Ma Chui didn't dare to disobey Elder Yang. She was deeply afraid that she would be tortured cruelly if she angered this old man. Along the way, Ma Chui followed behind Elder Yang vigilantly. She was surprised to find that the poisonous creatures on the ground seemed to understand Elder Yang's words, and they all scattered to other places. Without the poisonous creatures entangling her, Ma Chui finally heaved a sigh of relief. She felt that Elder Yang wasn't a bad person. The two of them walked all the way to the foot of the mountain. It was a plain, and there was a huge base built on the plain. It was surrounded by walls, and there was only one entrance. There were also 2 rows of guards guarding the entrance. Guardian Yang. The guards greeted Elder Yang respectfully when they saw him. Elder Yang's expression was calm as he said coldly, I want to bring that woman to see the sect leader. Elder Yang spoke, and the guards didn't dare to stop Ma Chui. They watched as Ma Chui and Elder Yang entered the poison sect. There were many wooden houses built in the poison sect. The houses weren't extravagant, and they gave off the feeling of ancient architecture. Ma Chui followed behind Elder Yang and looked around curiously. She had forgotten to be afraid. Guardian Yang of the poison sect requests to see the sect leader. Elder Yang stopped in front of the tallest wooden house. Come in. The multiform poison king's voice came from inside the house. Elder Yang glanced at Ma Chui, and Ma Chui nervously followed him into the house. The facilities in the house were very simple. There was a wooden bed, a square table, and a medicine stove in the corner. The house was filled with the strong smell of Chinese medicine. Ah, so many insects. Ma Chui exclaimed as soon as she entered the house. She realized that the house was also crawling with poisonous creatures. The multiform poison king was sitting on the bed and feeding medicine to an elder. When he heard Ma Chui's voice, he immediately frowned and looked over. Where did this woman come from? Why did you bring her back to the poison sect? Elder Yang felt the great change in the sect leader's aura, and he knew that the multiform poison king was angry. He was so scared that he immediately replied, Sect leader, she is from the Ma family fortress. She has a strange disease. Since she was born, there is poisonous gas in her body that is difficult to remove. I suspect that she has the body of 10,000 poison. Body of 10,000 poison? The multiform poison king let out a strange cry. In the next second, his figure was already standing in front of Ma Chui. Ma Chui was shocked and kept screaming. However, the multiform poison king didn't seem to hear her. He grabbed Ma Chui's arm and checked her body condition. A moment later, the multiform poison king's face was full of shock. Elder Yang only suspected that Ma Chui had the body of 10,000 poison, but he couldn't be sure. After the multiform poison king checked, he was sure that this girl really had the body of 10,000 poison. What's your name? The multiform poison king stared at Ma Chui with shining eyes, as if he had picked up a treasure. Ma Chui trembled in fear. Ma Chui. Okay, Ma Chui. Are you willing to join our poison sect? I'll directly give you the title of vice sect leader. In the future, your position in the poison sect will only be lower than mine. Even the Yin Elder will have to listen to your orders. Chapter 839. Ma Chui felt uncomfortable being stared at by the two old men with burning eyes. She was fat and ugly. How could these two strange old men take a fancy to her? Wasn't their taste a bit too heavy? I don't want to join the poison sect. Ma Chui nervously refused. The multiform poison king immediately became anxious and quickly said, Chui, don't be in a hurry to refuse. As long as you agree to join the poison sect, I can cure your illness and extend your life. Being called Chui by a strange old man, Ma Chui didn't know how to feel. She carefully looked at the multiform poison king and said in a small voice, Then when I become the vice sect leader, you can't touch me. The multiform poison king and Elder Yang were stunned. They didn't understand what Ma Chui meant. Touch you? Why would I touch you? As long as you join the poison sect, whoever dares to bully you in the future, I will lead the poison sect to exterminate them. The multiform poison king said heroically. Ma Chui always felt that these strange old men didn't understand her meaning, so she made it clearer. I will become the vice sect leader. You can't marry me, and I won't have that kind of relationship with you. Ma Chui didn't flinch when it came to this kind of principle. Even in the face of a group of monsters, Ma Chui still raised her head proudly. If the multiform poison king didn't agree, Ma Chui was ready to commit suicide. The multiform poison king suddenly froze. He was completely dumbfounded. The corner of Elder Yang's mouth twitched a few times. He wanted to laugh, but he didn't dare to. Ahem. Chui, you think too much. I'm already so old. I'm more like your grandfather. Why would I? The multiform poison king was too embarrassed to continue. Ma Chui was puzzled. Then why do you want me to join the poison sect? I'm here to cure my illness. The always cold multiform poison king was like a kind grandfather when facing Ma Chui. He couldn't help but reach out his hand to touch Ma Chui's head. He forced out a long-lost smile. Chui, let me tell you the truth. In the eyes of others, your illness is incurable and a great disaster. However, in the eyes of our poison sect, your body is the 10,000 poison body that only appears once in 100 years. The body of a person with the 10,000 poison body is like a huge poison vat. It contains all kinds of strange poisons in the world. As long as you learn how to control these poisonous gases, they will become your treasures, making you powerful and invincible. Mutant Poison King told Ma Chui about the condition of her body, and Ma Chui listened with amazement. Then after I learn how to control the poisonous gas, can my body lose weight? Ma Chui's thinking was too jumpy, and a sudden question made the 100-faced Poison King confused. Why you should be able to? All right, I agree to join the poison sect. Hurry up and teach me how to control the poisonous gas. Ma Chui suddenly became excited, but Multiform Poison King and Elder Yang did not know what she was excited about. In fact, Ma Chui had never lost any weight in her entire life. The only time was at her birthday party not long ago. At that time, Ma Chui and Xiao Feng kissed, and all the poisonous gas in her body went to Xiao Feng's body. Then Ma Chui had a stomachache, and when she came out of the bathroom, she was a completely different person. That was the first time Ma Chui saw her skinny appearance. She was as beautiful as an angel. Ma Chui fell in love with her skinny appearance. Since that birthday party, Ma Chui wanted to lose weight every day. She didn't want to show off, but she wanted to find Xiao Feng after losing weight, and then confess to him and fight for it. Multiform Poison King had already come back to his senses, and his old face was wrinkled with excitement. Chui, since you have agreed to join the poison sect, then follow me out for a walk. I will tell you in detail about the 10,000 poison body, and then I will teach you how to control the poisonous gas in your body. After saying that, Multiform Poison King looked at Elder Yang. Oh right, Elder Yin has already taken the antidote of the King of Poisons. The antidote is real, so you stay and take care of him. Multiform Poison King had already left with Ma Chui, An elder Yang came to the bedside and sat down. After the last medicinal pill conference, Qin Feng kept his promise and gave the antidote of the king of poisons to the poison sect. After taking the antidote, the poison in Elder Yin's body had been expelled, and he would recover after a few days of rest. After Qin Feng became the Azure Dragon of China, the entire secular martial arts world and the martial arts world went through a great shock. These days, the martial artist's topic of conversation was Xiao Feng. When they found out that Xiao Feng had become the Azure Dragon of China at such a young age, they were envious. Many people started to train hard with Xiao Feng as their example. The day of the Qin family's martial arts competition was getting closer and closer. Qin Feng suppressed a flame in his heart. He had waited for this day for too long. Although it had only been half a year, Qin Feng felt that it was as long as half a century. As long as he won the martial arts competition and took the position of the young master of the Qin family, he could bring his father back to the Qin family in the provincial capital and let his father live a stable life. Qin Feng could also ask about his mother's background. He couldn't wait. The Qin family in the provincial capital was unusually lively today. All the relatives of the 3 generations of the Qin family had rushed back. Qin Feng stood at the entrance of the Qin family's old mansion and looked at the 2 big red doors that left a deep impression in his childhood. His heart was filled with emotions. Qin Feng had forgotten how long it had been since he came back. This was supposed to be his home, but Qin Feng couldn't step into it during normal times. Hey, this is the Qin family's territory. Outsiders, get lost. A rude voice rang out, pulling Qin Feng back to reality from his memories. 4 guards stood at the entrance of the Qin family's mansion. All 4 of them were tall and sturdy, and they looked like fiends. Their aura alone made people not dare to approach them. Qin Feng smiled bitterly. Am I really the eldest grandson of the Qin family? Even a doorman dared to yell at him? I'm Qin Feng, and I'm here to participate in the family's martial arts competition tomorrow. Qin Feng had already returned to his original appearance. Ever since the battle at Broken Cliff Mountain, the sacred azure battle armor was broken by Su Xiaodian. So Qin Feng bought Xiao Feng's human skin mask from the system. Now that he was back at the Qin family, he didn't need the human skin mask anymore. Heh, I don't care if you're Qin Feng or Hornet. I said you can't enter, so get lost. Qin Feng revealed his identity, but it was useless. Instead, the 4 guards became even more arrogant. Qin Feng was enraged. He wasn't stupid, and he didn't believe that these 4 people didn't know him. Look carefully. I'm the eldest grandson of the Qin family in the provincial capital. I want to enter the Qin family's mansion. Do you dare to stop me? Qin Feng's voice was cold. Fuck. You think you're Qin Feng just because you say you're Qin Feng? Plus, so what if you're Qin Feng? That brat is a dissolute hedonist with a bad reputation. The Qin family in the provincial capital doesn't want to have anything to do with him. I'm warning you one last time. Get lost, or I won't be polite. The guards seemed to have a grudge against Qin Feng, and they were obviously targeting him. Because the guard's shout was very loud, it attracted many people from the Qin clan in the courtyard to surround them. What's going on? Who's outside? As a guard of the Qin family, why don't you have any manners? What's wrong with yelling and shouting? This person looks so familiar. Is this Qin Shi Huang's good-for-nothing son, Qin Feng? How is that possible? Didn't they say he's dead? What's going on? Not long after, more than 10 people from the Qin family surrounded the gate. Some were reprimanding the guards, some were pointing at Qin Feng, and some of the relatives who knew of Qin Feng's death were so scared that they had goosebumps. These relatives were relatives within 3 generations of the Qin family. They didn't pay as much attention to Qin Feng as Qin Yi and Qin Xiao. Many of them didn't even pay attention to Qin Feng. This was because Qin Feng's body was naturally good for nothing, and he couldn't cultivate. For an ancient martial arts family, like the Qin family, a person who couldn't cultivate was equivalent to a good-for-nothing. Bang, bang, bang. Another 3 loud noises spread out in the air. Qin Feng stood with his hands behind his back, as if he had never moved. The 3 guards all flew into the courtyard and landed accurately on the previous guard. The 4 of them piled on top of each other, and the guard at the bottom spat out blood from the pressure. The surrounding air suddenly froze, and the people of the Qin family were so shocked that they couldn't speak. Most of the people in the crowd were relatives within 3 generations of the Qin family. Normally, they didn't pay much attention to Qin Feng. Their impression of Qin Feng was that of a good-for-nothing when he was young, unable to cultivate, and sickly. No one would have thought that the good-for-nothing from before would grow up in the blink of an eye and become a hidden expert. Qin Xiao, you can come out now, right? Qin Feng suddenly opened his mouth and broke the silence. When the first guard punched Qin Feng saw that guard's gaze towards the corner of the courtyard. In the corner, Qin Xiao was hiding. Qin Feng instantly understood. No wonder these 4 guards were so arrogant. It turned out that his second brother, Qin Xiao, wanted to take him down a notch. In Qin Huang's generation, there were 4 brothers. The eldest, Qin Huang, the second, Qin Zheng, the third, Qin Mu, and the fourth, Qin Chong. Qin Huang only had 1 son, Qin Feng. Qin Zheng also had 1 son, Qin Xiao. Qin Mu had 2 sons, one of which was Qin Yi. Only the 4th brother, Qin Reborn, had a daughter named Qin Duo. 20 years ago, Qin Huang brought Qin Feng to Acropolis City, and 3rd uncle's family went to Jincheng City. Only 2nd uncle's family and 4th uncle's family stayed in the Qin manor in the capital. 4th uncle's family only had 1 daughter, so he didn't have the qualifications to fight for the position of young master. Thus, 2nd uncle's family helped old Master Qin to take control of the Qin family and became the most dazzling people in the Qin family. Now that the Qin family's martial arts meet was about to begin, Qin Feng came to fight with Qin Xiao for the position of young master. It was no wonder that Qin Xiao would make such a sinister move. P.S. 3rd update. It's the last 3 days of the month, and this book is ranked 10th on the monthly votes list. However, the gap between us is very small. Brothers with monthly votes, I hope that you can vote for young master. Thank you very much. If today's monthly votes exceed 30, I'll explode. Everyone, give it your all. Chapter 840. The members of the Qin family had yet to recover from the fact that Qin Feng had suddenly become stronger. They looked at Qin Xiao in astonishment as he walked out of the mansion. Qin Xiao was dressed in a white tang suit and had an imposing appearance. He exuded a faint aura that made people feel that he was very gentle. It was as if he was not a threat at all. "Ha! Isn't this my big brother, Qin Feng? What are you doing in the Qin manor in the provincial capital?" Qin Xiao had already walked to the gate of the Qin manor. He knew that Qin Feng would come, so he arranged for 4 guards to deliberately make things difficult for Qin Feng. On the surface, Qin Xiao looked calm and collected, but in his heart, raging waves were set off. The news of Qin Feng's death had spread for several months. Even Qin Xiao believed that Qin Feng was dead. However, the news of the construction of Hero City a few days ago made Qin Xiao feel that something was fishy. Qin Xiao visited his grandfather, Qin Shitian, late at night and proposed to bring forward the clan's martial arts competition. Qin Shitian really agreed. The reason why Qin Xiao did this was to force Qin Feng to come out. Now that Qin Feng really came, Qin Xiao was a little uncertain. This was because the strength that Qin Feng displayed just now was beyond Qin Xiao's expectation. Even he couldn't see through Qin Feng's current realm. The atmosphere was completely frozen. The collateral relatives of the Qin family took a few steps back, leaving space for Qin Feng and Qin Xiao. These 2 were the direct descendants of the Qin family. They were the most competitive rivals. Now that the 2 of them were facing each other, everyone was looking forward to the upcoming show. "You ask me why I'm here?" Qin Feng's face was cold. The moment he saw Qin Xiao, he understood a lot of things. The Xiao 11 Lang from the Martial Artist Alliance must be the Qin Xiao in front of him. "You heard me right. Why would a loser like you come to the Qin manor in the provincial capital?" Qin Feng was cold and arrogant. Qin Xiao didn't avoid his sharp edge. The 2 of them glared at each other, and the air was filled with a strong smell of gunpowder. "Because I'm a member of the Qin family. The Qin manor is my home. Everything here belongs to me. Why would I not come? I'm here to compete with you for the position of the young master." "Bullshit. A loser like you deserves to be the young master? I want to see what confidence you have to say such big words. What Qin Shao cared about the most was the position of the young patriarch. He had schemed and schemed all these years. Not only did he plot against Qin Feng, he even schemed against his third brother, Qin Yi. Now that Qin Feng had appeared alive and wanted to fight with him for the position of young patriarch, Qin Shao was going crazy. Rumble! The air suddenly exploded with a loud bang. Qin Shao had already struck out with his fist. In the blink of an eye, he was standing in front of Qin Feng. This fist contained powerful inner qi, and it was aimed at Qin Feng's life. The people of the Qin family were dumbfounded. They didn't expect that the grandson of the direct descendant would really fight. Pa! However, the intense battle that everyone had imagined did not appear. Qin Zhao's mighty and overbearing fist landed on Qin Feng's palm, and only a crisp sound rang out. It was as if a kindergartner had punched out with his fist. Qin Zhao's eyes were wide open. Only he knew how powerful that punch was. He had used all the strength of a Stage 8 inner qi expert. He didn't expect Qin Feng to receive it so easily. Where did the originally raging inner qi go? Qin Feng's palm was like a vast ocean, absorbing and transforming all the attacks. How is this possible? I don't believe it. Qin Shao, who had always been calm and composed, went crazy at this moment. He wanted to pull his fist back and continue to attack, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't break free from Qin Feng's palm. Is this all you've got? You want to fight for the position of the junior patriarch? What a joke. Qin Feng was expressionless. He was now the Green Dragon of China. When he faced Qin Shao and his peers again, Qin Feng looked at them as if they were his juniors. Qin Shao was embarrassed in front of everyone. He was so angry that his neck turned red. Suddenly, he roared, and a series of violent explosion sounds came from his body. Qin Feng, I want you to die today. After the explosion, Qin Shao became even crazier. Qin Feng had already let go of Qin Shao. Rumble! As soon as he let go, Qin Shao threw another punch. This punch was even more powerful than the previous one. Pa! However, Qin Feng's expression didn't change. From the beginning to the end, he didn't even move half a step. As the fist approached, Qin Feng reached out with lightning speed and caught Qin Zhao's huge fist again. Too slow, too weak. You can't do it. Qin Feng shook his head and let go of Qin Zhao's fist. Qin Zhao's eyes were bloodshot. He was so angry that he almost crushed his teeth and swallowed them. Then, he threw another punch. Pa pa pa! No matter how Qin Shao threw a punch, Qin Feng caught him with one hand. Gradually, Qin Zhao's fist technique was completely messed up. His momentum also dissipated. Looking at Qin Shao in front of him, Qin Feng shook his head. This kind of strength was no longer worthy of being Qin Feng's opponent. Pa! Qin Feng forgot how many times he had caught Qin Zhao's fist. He was completely disappointed in Qin Shao. This time, Qin Feng didn't hurry to let go. He suddenly raised his leg and prepared to kick Qin Shao away. Big brother Qin Feng, don't. A clear female voice suddenly came from the old house. Qin Feng retracted his leg and looked inside. Qin Duo was wearing a pink Chong Sam and had a ponytail. She ran over. While Qin Feng was distracted, Qin Zhao's other fist sneakily attacked Qin Feng's chest. That fist hadn't arrived yet, but the strong wind from the fist sounded. If this fist landed, it would definitely shatter Qin Feng's heart. Bang! There was a muffled sound. Qin Feng was faster and kicked Qin Shao away. Qin Shao landed beside the four guards. He was in so much pain that he couldn't stand up. Ah! Qin Duo ran to the center of the yard. Seeing Qin Shao fall to the ground, she was so scared that she screamed. However, Qin Duo quickly came back to her senses and ran to Qin Feng. Big brother Qin Feng, why did you kick big brother Qin Shao away? Qin Duo came up and grabbed Qin Feng's arm. Her movements were very natural. Qin Feng felt a softness on his arm, which made him very uncomfortable. Qin Feng rarely came to the Qin family. He only came back for dinner during Chinese New Year when he was young, so he wasn't very familiar with Qin Duo. In comparison, Qin Duo and Qin Xiao grew up together in the Qin Manor in the provincial capital. This girl should be looking out for Qin Xiao. Why did she come over to his place? Duo don't ask about the matters between me and Qin Xiao. Qin Feng didn't know how to face his cousin, so his voice was neither warm nor cold. Qin Duo pouted and a hint of sadness flashed in her eyes. Big brother Qin Feng, don't misunderstand. I'm not blaming you for hurting big brother Qin Xiao. I just feel that we're all brothers and sisters. Why do we have to be enemies? Qin Feng glanced at Qin Duo. He hadn't seen this girl for a long time. In his mind, Duo was a little follower. He didn't expect her to grow into such an outstanding beauty in such a short time. Some things are beyond my control. Qin Feng let out a long sigh. Qin Duo widened her big, bright eyes and blinked at Qin Feng. She didn't seem to understand what Qin Feng meant. The commotion here was too big, so a large group of people came out of the Qin mansion. The person walking at the front was an old man with fluttering white hair. When the Qin family saw him, they immediately lowered their heads and didn't dare to talk. This person was the elder of the Qin mansion, Qin Shitian. Dad! Grandpa! Grandpa! When Qin Shitian walked over, the Qin family members hurriedly greeted him respectfully. However, Qin Shitian didn't seem to hear them. He strode straight toward Qin Feng with his head held high. When he passed by Qin Xiao, he didn't even look at her. Grandpa! Qin Feng called out when he saw the elders standing in front of him. Qin Feng didn't have much affection for Qin Shitian. After all, Qin Feng had followed his father to Acropolis City since he was young. He rarely saw these relatives of the Qin family. Moreover, Qin Feng had some prejudice against his grandpa. When Qin Yi and Qin Xiao secretly attacked Qin Feng, his grandpa didn't even stop them. Qin Shitian's old eyes flickered as he stared fixedly at Qin Feng over and over again. The Qin family members stood at the side in bewilderment. They didn't know what was going on with the elder. Even Qin Feng was confused, but he was more nervous than anything else. Qin Feng realized that even though he had broken through to stage 9 inner qi, he was as weak as a sail in the sea in front of his grandpa. It was as if a wave could drown him. Grandpa, big brother Qin Feng rarely comes back. Please don't blame him, okay? Qin Duo suddenly went up and hugged Qin Shitian's arm, acting cute. Qin Feng glanced at Duo. The more he looked at her, the stranger he felt. This girl's closeness was beyond Qin Feng's expectation. Qin Shitian finally came back to his senses, and a layer of mist suffused his old eyes. But very quickly, the old man recovered his former dignified and domineering appearance, and he said with a cold expression, "It's rare for you to come back, yet you fight with your cousin as soon as you come back." The Qin family members trembled in fear when the elder lost his temper. Qin Duo also let go of her grandpa's arm. She didn't dare to act cute and plead for leniency. Qin Feng felt an indescribable flame in his heart. Facing his grandpa's vast aura, Qin Feng raised his head and said, "Grandpa, why don't you ask about the situation first before reprimanding me?" Qin Feng's reaction was out of Qin Shitian's expectation. He was slightly startled and looked at Qin Feng with interest. "Oh, why don't you tell me then? What reason would make you hit someone? It's my fault for beating someone up, but I came to Qin Manor to participate in the clan's martial competition tomorrow. Qin Xiao maliciously sent people to stop me and humiliate me. If I didn't retaliate, would I still be a man? Would I still be worthy of being a descendant of the Qin family?" Qin Feng's expression didn't change in the face of Qin Shitian's questioning. His voice was as loud as a bell. The Qin family members all had different expressions. They were shocked by Qin Feng's huge change. Many of them were secretly pleased with themselves. They looked at Qin Feng with schadenfreude. Provoking the elder's dignity in public was simply courting death. The oppressive atmosphere lasted for a long time. Qin Shitian suddenly looked up to the sky and laughed. "Ha, good, well said. This is my Qin family's descendant. Qin Feng, I'm very satisfied with your change. Welcome home." Qin Shitian suddenly hugged Qin Feng. His strong and powerful arms made Qin Feng gasp for breath. Qin Feng was already stunned. His impression of his grandfather was cold and emotionless. He didn't care about him and his father. But at this moment, Qin Feng could clearly feel his grandfather's deep and long-lasting love. Qin Feng even suspected that he was hallucinating. "Feng, you're here." A hoarse voice came from the door. It turned out that Qin Shitian had come. Qin Shitian had already let go. Qin Feng dashed to his father's side and gave his father a tight, bear hug. "Dad, I'm back to see you." Good, it's good that you're fine." The father and son hugged each other tightly. Thousands of words were powerless and pale at this moment. How could they express the deep feelings in their hearts? Qin Feng had never seen his mother since he was young. He was raised by Qin Shitian. Qin Shitian was both his father and mother. No matter how big the trouble Qin Feng caused, Qin Shitian was always the first to stand up for his son. Chapter 841. I'm rooting for Brother Bowen. He's so awesome. He got 30 monthly tickets all by himself. I was shocked when I saw it. Ha! It's good that you're back. It's good that you're back. Let's talk inside. Don't stand at the door. Qin Shitian's hearty laughter spread out and broke the quiet atmosphere. He took the lead and walked into the courtyard of Qin Manor, and the rest of the Qin family followed. Qin Xiao was still lying on the ground, but Qin Shitian didn't even look at him. Qin Zheng had already rushed over, and when he saw his son lying on the ground, a hint of fury appeared in his eyes. He secretly glared at Qin Feng and his son a few times. Qin Mu also stood in the corner and stared at Qin Feng. That pair of dark and cold eyes moved back and forth, and no one knew what he was thinking. Seeing the fight finally settled, Qin Duoer revealed a brilliant smile and kept following behind Qin Feng, just like how she loved to follow Qin Feng out to play when she was young. Everyone followed Qin Shitian to the hall of the main residence. It was very spacious and was over 300 square meters. Even if dozens of people gathered at the same time, it didn't feel crowded at all. All kinds of dishes were laid out in the hall, and it was obvious that the family banquet had been prepared for a long time. However, it seemed like the banquet hadn't started yet, so they didn't know if there was anyone who hadn't arrived yet. Everyone, get to your positions. Tonight, all the important figures of Qin family are here, so the family banquet can start. Qin Shitian seemed to be very happy tonight, and he couldn't close his mouth from smiling. The people of Qin family were all confused by the old patriarch. In short, after Qin Feng came, the old patriarch seemed to have changed into a different person. The family banquet that hadn't started suddenly because of Qin Feng's arrival. The people of Qin family weren't stupid, and many of them could see some clues. Had old patriarch Qin been waiting for Qin Feng all along? The family banquet started on a huge round table, and Qin Shitian sat at the very top. The seats on both sides that were closer to Qin Shitian represented a higher status. Qin Emperor and Qin Zheng sat on both sides of Qin Shitian, and below them were Qin Mu and Qin Chong. Qin Feng was in the third seat, and he sat beside Qin Duoer. The way he sat shocked everyone. Qin Feng had never been favored by the Qin family elder, and he had been the famous good-for-nothing young master of the Qin family since he was young. Who would have thought that after Qin Feng returned, the Qin family elder's attitude would completely change? "Big brother Qin Feng, do you eat lobster?" "Duo or will help you." Qin Duo or didn't care about the seating. She was overjoyed to see Qin Feng return. Qin Feng was a bit embarrassed by his cousin's enthusiasm. When he saw Qin Duoer stand on her tiptoes and put a lobster in his bowl, Qin Feng suddenly felt a bit guilty. After all, Qin Duoer was his cousin. Blood was thicker than water. Moreover, the Qin family's patriarch had always been passed down to males and not females. In this family struggle, Qin Duoer was an outsider. Yet, Qin Feng kept distancing himself from Qin Duoer. This was so unfair. "Duoer, this is for you." Qin Feng put down his chopsticks and placed the peeled lobster into Qin Duoer's bowl. Duoer looked at Qin Feng in surprise. She happily grabbed the lobster and ate it with relish. Yes, the lobster peeled by big brother Qin Feng is so delicious. Duoer wants to eat more. Qin Duoer's mouth was full of oil and looked very cute. Qin Feng wiped Duoer's mouth with a napkin and peeled a lobster for her. This warm and intimate scene made Qin Feng find a long-lost feeling of home. When Qin Huang and Qin Shitian saw this scene, their eyes became slightly moist. Qin Xiao didn't come to this family feast at all. Qin Zheng and Qin Mu kept their heads down and ate, ignoring everyone else. Originally, when the Qin family gathered together, it should have been a joyous and lively scene. However, the atmosphere seemed a little lacking, and there was a strange feeling to it. The rare family feast ended in a lukewarm atmosphere. Most of the people in the hall had left, but Qin Shitian was in no hurry to leave. Qin Feng, tomorrow is the day of the family martial meet. Are you ready? Qin Shitian suddenly asked Qin Feng. Qin Feng was slightly stunned. He said resolutely, "Grandpa, I'm well prepared. I'm confident that I can become the young patriarch." That's good. Don't disappoint Grandpa. Qin Shitian left after saying that. Qin Feng felt that his grandpa was a little strange today. Qin Huang walked to Qin Feng's side. "Feng Heir, come back with me to rest." Before Qin Feng could speak, Qin Duo Heir suddenly hugged Qin Feng's arm. She pouted and looked at Qin Huang pitifully. "Big uncle, big brother Qin Feng hasn't come back for a long time. Can you let him play with me for a while before going to sleep?" Qin Huang patted Qin Duo Heir's head and smiled. Okay. You guys go play. Fourth brother, let's go first." Qin Huang called Qin Zhong. Qin Zhong looked at his daughter and left with Qin Huang with a smile. "Big brother Qin Feng, where are we going to play?" Once the adults left, Qin Duo Heir completely let go. She jumped into Qin Feng's arms and hugged him without letting go. Qin Feng was shocked and immediately pushed Qin Duo Heir away. "Duo Heir, you're already so big. There should be a difference between men and women." Qin Duo Heir blushed and said shyly, "You're my cousin, and we haven't seen each other for a long time. It's okay to hug." Qin Duo Heir didn't expect Duo Heir to have such deep feelings for him. When Qin Xiao was beaten to the ground, Duo Heir didn't care about him at all. "Duo Heir, where do you want to go?" As Big Brother Tang, Qin Feng blamed himself for not taking care of his cute little sister since she was young. "Big brother Qin Feng, take me shopping. Grandpa loves me too much. He's afraid that I'll meet some bad people, so he locks me up in the old house every day. I'm going crazy." Qin Duo Heir was so excited that she was about to fly when Qin Feng was willing to take her out. Qin Feng patted Qin Duo Heir's head. This little sister was so adorable. After leaving the Qin mansion, Qin Duo Heir was like a canary that escaped from its cage. She bounced on the street and attracted the attention of many men. Qin Duo Heir wore a pink shipao and had her hair in 2 ponytails. She looked like a pure and innocent female lead in a youth drama. Qin Feng was entranced by her a few times. "Big brother Qin Feng, that's the Happy Valley. Can you take me there?" Qin Duo Heir ran blindly on the street for a while. Then, she came back and hugged Qin Feng's arm. People who didn't know would think that they were a couple. Qin Feng doted on Qin Duo Heir. If Qin Duo Heir wanted the moon in the sky, Qin Feng would think of a way to get it for her, let alone going to the Happy Valley. The two of them quickly arrived at the Happy Valley. Qin Feng bought tickets and walked in with Qin Duo Heir. Happy Valley also had a Disneyland theme tonight. The streets were filled with cartoon characters that were commonly seen in cartoons. There was also a carriage pulling Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Qin Duo Heir was very happy to see this. Although it was nighttime, there were still many tourists in the Happy Valley. Everyone was waiting in line to play. Qin Duo Heir was timid. Qin Feng wanted to take her on a roller coaster or a ride on the mighty duo of heaven and earth. However, Qin Duo Heir wouldn't go no matter what. In the end, she dragged Qin Feng to ride a merry-go-round. Both of them were riding on a wooden horse. Qin Duo Heir was so happy that she looked like a flower. Qin Feng had a bitter smile on his face. He wondered how the people from the dragon sect would react if they knew that the Azure Dragon of Huaxia was riding on a merry-go-round. "Big brother Qin Feng, let's play shooting. If we hit all of them, we'll even get dolls." Qin Duo Heir was youthful and energetic. She pulled Qin Feng to a field for shooting balloons after getting off the wooden horse. Yo, pretty girl, you're so pretty. Do you want to shoot? I'll play with you. I'm a sharpshooter in this area. Chin Fong and Chin Duo Air had just walked over when a bald, perverted man with small eyes stared at Chin Duo Air. Beside the bald man were three men who looked like lackeys. They stared at Chin Duo, their eyes almost popping out of their sockets. I have my boyfriend with me. I don't need you guys. Chin Duo Air could tell that the four men had bad intentions. She glared at them with a huff. The bald man liked beautiful girls like Chin Duo Air. When he saw Chin Duo Air whining and complaining, he was so mesmerized that he couldn't walk. Pretty girl, that guy looks bad. Why did you find such a sissy as your boyfriend? I'll kick him out right now. The bald man had already sized up Chin Fong. He saw that Chin Fong looked like a sissy, so he didn't take him seriously. Brat, are you looking for a beating? Get out of here. Hey, why are you yelling at my boyfriend? You guys should leave. Chin Duo Air was unhappy and stomped her feet in anger. The bald man was mesmerized by Chin Duo Air's angry look again. He started to imagine her colorful expressions when he beat her up. Motherfucker, why aren't you leaving? I'll beat you to death. The bald man couldn't wait any longer and yelled at Chin Fong again. It was Chin Feng's first time taking Chin Duo Air out to play. He didn't want to beat her in front of her. It wouldn't be good if he scared her. Chin Fong looked at the bald man calmly. Why should I leave? I'm here to shoot. The bald man thought that threatening Chin Fong would scare the sissy away. He didn't think that Chin Fong wouldn't fall for it. This was Happy Valley, and there were many patrolling security guards. The bald man couldn't really beat Chin Fong. It would be troublesome if he was caught by the security guards. You have the nerve to shoot with that cowardly look of yours? Can you hit the balloon? The bald man yelled at Chin Fong. It's my business whether I can hit it or not. What does it have to do with you? Brat, I think you're very arrogant. Don't you know our brother Baldy is a sharpshooter in this area? Do you dare to compete with our brother Baldy? Let's see who can shoot more balloons. The three lackeys behind the bald man surrounded Chin Fong and started to yell at him. Chin Duo Air hated the bald man and his lackeys to death. She secretly pulled on Chin Feng's arm and wanted to leave, but Chin Fong didn't move at all. Okay, let's compete. If you lose, get out of my sight. Chin Feng's voice was low, but it emitted an overbearing aura. The bald man and his lackeys were shocked, but the bald man pretended to be calm. Okay, if you fucking lose, get out of my sight. I'll take care of your girl for you tonight. Chin Duo Air froze. She realized that Chin Fong had made a bet with someone else, and that she was the wager. Chin Duo Air started to worry. She looked at Chin Fong pitifully. Big brother Chin Fong, how about we stop shooting and go play something else? Chin Fong patted Chin Duo Air's head and smiled. Duo Air, don't worry, I won't lose. The bald man stared at Chin Duo Air. When he saw her act like a spoiled child, he almost pounced on her. Brat, are you ready? Let's compete. The bald man couldn't wait any longer. The three lackeys were getting restless. The three lackeys were quite confident in Baldy's marksmanship. This was because Baldy usually wandered around Happy Valley in order to pick up girls. He would pick up pretty girls whenever he saw one. Chapter 842. Baldy picked up his sensor gun and aimed at the row of balloons 3 meters away. The three lackeys surrounded Chin Fong and glanced at Chin Fong from time to time. Then, they peeked at Chin Duo Air's long legs with perverted eyes. Chin Duo Air was disgusted to death. She stood nervously by Chin Feng's side and held onto his arm, unwilling to let go. Although Chin Fong was sure he would win, Chin Duo Air was still worried. Bang! Baldy's first shot had already been fired, and one of the balloons exploded. Ha! Bro Baldy is awesome. Hey, this game of shooting is like a game to Bro Baldy. I'm used to it. The three lackeys shouted excitedly. It was only the first shot, but they looked like they had already won. Baldy was proud of himself. He looked at Chin Fong with a playful smile. His eyes were filled with provocation. Bang! Another 2 balloons exploded. Baldy was getting used to it. Bang! 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 The frequency of the balloons exploding increased. Baldy took a simple aim and started shooting. He fired 10 shots in a row. Only the last shot missed. It was a good result. Bro Baldy, you're awesome. Bro Baldy can be even better. It's not a problem for him to hit 10 out of 10. That last shot was just for fun. As soon as the 10 shots were fired, the 3 lackeys surrounded the bald man and started to flatter him. This tactic was very effective on Baldy. He was grinning from ear to ear. Brat, now you know how awesome I am. Do you know why I missed the last shot? I'll let you win on purpose. It's not too late to surrender now. Otherwise, you'll embarrass yourself later. Baldy missed the last shot because of his poor technique. Now he was bragging that he let Qin Feng win on purpose. Qin Feng didn't expose him and let Baldy boast. Qin Duo Air was worried. She tightened her grip on Qin Feng's arm. Qin Feng patted Qin Duo Air's soft hand and smiled brightly, telling her not to worry. Bro Qin Feng, you have to do your best. Qin Duo Air knew it was useless to run away, so she cheered Qin Feng on. Qin Feng flipped his hand, and a pair of black sunglasses appeared in his hand. He handed it to Qin Duo Air and said, Duo Air, I won't fight. You fight. Qin Duo Air was stunned. She didn't know how to shoot. She would definitely lose. Big brother Qin Feng, I can't do it. You do it. Qin Duo Air quickly declined. Qin Feng pressed his hands on Duo Air's shoulders. He looked at Qin Duo Air seriously and said, Don't be afraid. We're the sunglasses I gave you. Don't you trust me? Qin Duo Air didn't understand Qin Feng's intentions. It was late at night, and Qin Feng wanted her to shoot with sunglasses on. Was he trying to push him into a pit of fire? However, Qin Duo Air chose to believe Qin Feng. She obediently put on her sunglasses and was stunned by the scene in front of her. Qin Feng gave Qin Duo Air a pair of binoculars he bought from the system. It was shaped like a pair of sunglasses. After she put on the night vision binoculars, the row of balloons in front of Qin Duo Air seemed to be within reach. She lifted the rifle, and the muzzle seemed to be stuck to the balloons if she still couldn't hit the target. Qin Duo Air felt that she should jump into the sea. Ha! Are you sure you want the little beauty to shoot? If she loses, you lose too. Baldy couldn't wait for Qin Duo Air to shoot. He could tell that Qin Duo Air didn't know how to shoot. Sure, if Duo Air wins, I win too. Qin Feng said indifferently. No problem. Baldy and his 3 lackeys were grinning from ear to ear. Qin Duo Air hadn't even started shooting, but they already looked like they had won. Qin Duo Air had long disliked Baldy and his lackeys. She angrily retreated a dozen steps and stood a dozen meters away from the balloons, ready to shoot. Baldy and his lackeys were stunned. Then they burst into laughter. Ha! Big brother, this girl has quite a personality. It's good to have a personality. I like pretty and wild girls like her. Big brother Baldy, that girl is shooting from 10 meters away. If she wins, I'll live stream myself swallowing the gun. Bang! Before the 4 of them could finish their discussion, the sound of the balloon exploding was heard. Baldy and his lackey's eyeballs almost popped out of their sockets when they saw the balloons explode. Impossible. Luck. That shot must have been luck. It's just a stroke of luck. Don't worry, guys. Bang! Baldy and his lackeys were comforting themselves when the second balloon exploded. They were so shocked that they didn't dare to speak. How could one be so lucky to get 2 shots? Bang! 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 Qin Duo Air aimed for a while before she fired the first 2 shots. She mainly wanted to get used to the feeling of shooting. When she got the feeling, the balloons exploded one after another like firecrackers. Bang! 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 The rule stated that she could only shoot 10 times, but Qin Duo Air was addicted to shooting. She was so excited that she shot over 100 balloons on the counter. A total of 123 shots. Every shot hit the target. Not a single shot missed. Baldy and the other 3 were dumbfounded. The owner of the stall was also dumbfounded. Many people surrounded Qin Duo Air to watch her shoot. When they saw a beautiful girl holding a rifle and shooting consecutively, everyone stared at Qin Duo Air with infatuated expressions. They could not take their eyes off her. After Qin Duo Air shot all the balloons, she threw down the gun and ran to Qin Feng with a pout. She threw herself into Qin Feng's arms and complained, Big brother Qin Feng, I haven't even started shooting and there are no more balloons. Wah wah. Qin Feng smiled and patted Qin Duo Air's head. Then let the owner fill up the balloons for you. You can shoot as many as you want. Qin Duo Air shook her head and smiled. Forget it. I don't want to shoot anymore. Those guys are so annoying. Let's go play somewhere else. Qin Duo Air pulled Qin Feng and was about to leave. Baldy and his lackeys finally came back to their senses and blocked Qin Feng. Stinking brat, this round doesn't count. We agreed that you were the one competing with me. That girl shot doesn't count. Baldy started to act shamelessly when he saw that he had lost. Qin Feng's eyes flashed with coldness. He was getting impatient. Fuck off. Fuck. You dare to tell our Baldy to fuck off? I'll kill you. A lackey had already pounced towards Qin Feng, but before his fist could touch Qin Feng's body, he was sent flying. Qin Feng moved as fast as lightning. It was nighttime, so no one saw Qin Feng move. How did fourth bro get sent flying? I don't know. Who did it? Fuck, it must be that stinking brat. Kill him. Baldy and his lackeys were shocked by this strange event. After coming back to their senses, they pounced at Qin Feng. 3 muffled sounds rang out at the same time. No one saw what happened. Baldy and his lackeys were sent flying. After taking care of the 3 normal people, Qin Feng didn't take it to heart. He pulled Qin Duo Air and left. The onlookers still hadn't come back to their senses. They were still wondering how Baldy and his lackeys got sent flying. Big brother Qin Feng, you sent those 4 bad guys flying, right? Qin Duo Air giggled and asked Qin Feng after walking for a while. Yes, it was me. Qin Feng didn't hide it from Qin Duo Air. He continued, oh yeah, why did you say I was your boyfriend? Qin Duo Air was holding on to Qin Feng's arm. Her face reddened, but she quickly regained her composure. I wasn't thinking that if I said I have a boyfriend, those bad people would leave. Who would have thought those 4 would be so shameless? They knew I had a boyfriend, but they still had the nerve to pester me. Qin Duo Air's words made sense. Qin Feng didn't pursue the matter. The 2 of them strolled around the Happy Valley. Because Qin Duo Air didn't dare to play those exciting games, the 2 of them walked back after a while. That night, Qin Duo Air was extremely happy. She even hummed a cheerful tune on the way back. Duo Air, go back and sleep, Qin Feng said to Qin Duo Air when they returned to the Qin mansion. Big brother Qin Feng, take me back to my room. I'll be bored if I go back alone. We can still talk. Qin Duo Air held Qin Feng's arm and wouldn't let go. She looked like she wanted to stay with Qin Feng forever. After that night, Qin Feng's relationship with Qin Duo Air improved. After all, they were cousins. Even though they hadn't seen each other for many years, the familial feeling returned after spending some time with each other. Qin Feng doted on Duo Air very much. When Duo Air acted like a spoiled child, Qin Feng had no choice but to accompany her to her room. Qin Duo Air's room was very big. The walls were covered with pink cartoon wallpaper. The bedsheets and curtains were also pink. It gave people a warm and sweet feeling. Big brother Qin Feng, sit on the bed for a while. Duo Air will get you a glass of water. After Qin Duo Air brought Qin Feng back to her room, she became even happier. She busied herself like a little wife. Qin Feng sat on the bed and looked around Qin Duo Air's room. His gaze accidentally fell on a photo wall. It was filled with photos of Qin Duo Air from childhood to adulthood. Qin Feng looked carefully. Looking at these photos of different ages, it was as if he could see Qin Duo Air growing up. Most of the photos were solo. There were very few photos of Duo Air with Qin Xiao, Qin Yi, and Brother Tang. When Qin Feng saw the large photo in the middle, his expression changed. It was a photo of him and Duo Air. In the photo, Qin Feng was 12 or 13 years old. Duo Air was only about 10 years old. Qin Feng was sleeping on the stone table in the yard. Qin Duo Air took this photo with her phone. Qin Feng looked like he was beaten. His face was bruised and swollen. It made people's hearts ache to see him. Big brother Qin Feng, don't look. There are photos of Duo Air when she was young. She wasn't even wearing clothes. Qin Duo Air was walking over with a glass of water. When she saw the photo wall, she was so shocked that she almost spilled the water. Qin Feng came back to his senses and looked at Qin Duo Air strangely. Duo Air, why are you so close to me? Qin Feng had this question in his mind. Why you're my big brother Tang? Of course I'm close to you. Qin Duo Air's expression was a bit shy. No one knew what she was thinking. Qin Xiao is also your cousin. Did you guys grow up together in the Qin manor? Why aren't you that close to him? Qin Feng asked. Qin Duo Air put the glass of water on the table and sat next to Qin Feng. Her youthful face was as gorgeous as the sunset. Big brother Qin Feng, why you really want to know? Qin Duo Air's voice was as soft as a mosquito. Qin Feng suddenly had a bad feeling. Tell me about it. I like you. Qin Duo Air suddenly looked at Qin Feng. Her beautiful, starry eyes were filled with deep emotions. Qin Feng was so scared that he almost fainted. Duo Air, you can't say things like that. I'm your cousin. Are you trying to scare me to death? Qin Feng's expression became serious. He was really scared. Seeing Qin Feng's reaction, Qin Duo Air's big, watery eyes darted back and forth. No one knew what she was thinking. After a while, Qin Duo Air suddenly held her stomach and laughed. Ha! Big brother Qin Feng, I was just joking. Look at how pale you've become. Why are you even more timid than Duo Air? Chapter 843. Duo Air, be serious. Don't joke about this in the future, Qin Feng said with a straight face. The joy net Qin Duo Air pouted unhappily. Qin Feng's heart immediately softened. He put his arm around Duo Air's shoulders and patted her head. Duo Air, why did you take photos of me? Why was I beaten up? Qin Feng changed the topic and pointed at the biggest photo in the middle of the photo wall. Qin Duo Air burst into laughter and returned to her cute self. Big brother Qin Feng, you have the nerve to ask. You were weak and sickly when you were young. When did you not get beaten up? Qin Feng rolled his eyes. He suddenly didn't want to talk to Qin Duo Air anymore. Qin Duo Air realized she said the wrong thing. She stuck out her tongue and continued. Big brother Qin Feng, you asked me why I'm so close to you. That photo is the reason. You were 12 and Duo Air was 10. That year, you went back to the Qin Manor for the new year. I was playing at the gate, and a group of hooligans tried to rob me of my lucky money. Qin Xiao, Brother Tang, and Brother Tang were there, but they didn't do anything as they watched me get bullied. Later, Big Brother Qin Feng ran out to get revenge. Though Big Brother Qin Feng was beaten up as soon as he came out, you protected me in your arms. That incident left a deep impression on me. From then on, I liked Big Brother Qin Feng and treated you like my real big brother. Later, Big Brother Qin Feng was too strong-willed. You didn't tell the adults that you were beaten up. You laid on the stone bench in the yard to rest and fell asleep. Duo Air stayed by your side the whole time and took that photo. Qin Duo Air's eyes were misty. She seemed to have returned to the past. It had been 10 years since then, and Qin Feng had long since forgotten about it. Qin Feng looked at the photo again and realized he was very handsome when he was young. No wonder he became even more handsome when he grew up. Big brother Qin Feng, why did you rush out to save me? You weren't strong at all. You must have known you were going to get beaten up. This was a question Qin Duo Air had buried in her heart for many years. After 10 years, the siblings sat together warmly and sweetly. Qin Duo Air couldn't help but ask. Though Qin Feng had forgotten about it, he could guess why he showed up. Qin Feng patted Qin Duo Air's head and said seriously, because we're a family. His words were simple, but they filled Qin Duo Air's heart with warmth. Qin Duo Air suddenly flipped over and sat in Qin Feng's embrace. She hugged Qin Feng's waist tightly and refused to let go. Duo Air, what are you doing? Hurry and let go. Qin Feng jumped in fright. He had only done this kind of ambiguous position with his women. Big brother Qin Feng, let me hug you for a while. We haven't seen each other for 4 years. Ever since Qin Feng turned 18, the annual family banquets were canceled. Qin Feng hadn't seen his cousin in 4 years. The two of them hugged each other in an ambiguous position, but Qin Feng didn't have any improper thoughts. This was the first time he felt that hugging a woman was such a torturous thing. All right, big brother Qin Feng, quickly go back and rest. You must be careful in the clan martial meet tomorrow. Qin Duo Air suddenly jumped down from Qin Feng's body. Her beautiful eyes were filled with worry for Qin Feng. Qin Feng had been sitting on the bed and didn't dare to move. Now his legs were a bit numb. Duo Air, don't worry. I'll be fine. Qin Feng patted Qin Duo Er's head, then said goodbye and left the room. After Qin Feng left, Qin Duo Er's expression was a bit downcast. She walked to the window and looked at the hazy moonlight outside. She muttered to herself, "Big brother Qin Feng, I like you. What should I do? Anyway, you're not my biological brother Tang. Should I tell you about this?" Qin Feng had already returned to his father's courtyard. This was where Qin Huang grew up. But after he went to Acropolis City, the courtyard became empty. It was getting late. Qin Huang was still awake. He sat at the stone table in the courtyard, drinking to drown his sorrows. From time to time, he raised his head to look at the hazy moonlight. There were a lot of things he wanted to say. Tomorrow was the day of the clan martial meet. Qin Huang was even more worried than Qin Feng. Half a year ago, Qin Huang had no intention of letting Qin Feng participate in the clan martial meet. Qin Feng was born unable to cultivate. Qin Huang brought him to Acropolis City because he hoped that Qin Feng could live a peaceful life. As for the Qin family's disputes and the identity of Qin Feng's mother, Qin Huang planned to bury them in his stomach and let them rot in his heart. But half a year ago, Qin Feng started to turn the tables. He had climbed step by step from a young playboy who didn't have the strength to trust a chicken to the position of the Green Dragon of Hua State. Such a great change and rapid growth shocked the Qin Emperor and Uncle Fu. Now, Qin Feng had changed. He became even more powerful than Qin Huang. Qin Feng took the initiative to take on the heavy responsibility of investigating his mother's whereabouts. While Qin Huang was gratified, he was more worried. It was because the Qin Emperor knew better than Qin Feng that once the identity of his mother was revealed, Qin Feng would have to face more powerful forces and more enemies. This was like a never-ending cycle, and it was hard to say if it would be solved one day. "Dad, you're not asleep yet?" The door to the courtyard suddenly opened, and Qin Feng walked in. Qin Huang hurriedly put away his messy thoughts and greeted him with a smile. At least for this moment, the father and son were reunited and happy. Qin Huang was a person who knew how to cherish the present situation. "Feng, did you have fun with your little sister Duo Air?" Qin Huang pulled Qin Feng to sit on the stone bench. Qin Feng poured himself a cup of wine and drank with his father. "Little sister Duo Air is very kind and close to me. I get along well with her." When Qin Feng talked about Qin Duo Air, he felt a surge of warmth in his heart. It was the taste of family love. Qin Huang was also very happy. After toasting Qin Feng, he said, "Duo Air has no right to be the heir of the Qin family. She's an obedient child. You can keep in touch with her in the future. After all, you're all members of the Qin family." Qin Feng was prepared to do this even if Qin Huang didn't say it. After chatting about Qin Duo Air for a bit, Qin Feng got to the main topic. "Dad, tomorrow is the clan martial competition. I'm 100% sure I can win. You promised me that when I become the heir of the Qin family, you'll tell me about Mother." Qin Feng looked at his father expectantly. Qin Huang knew that what would come would come. Qin Feng suddenly becoming so powerful was the will of the heavens. Even Qin Huang couldn't stop it. "Dad keeps his word. I'll be waiting for your spectacular performance tomorrow. It's getting late. Go back to your room and sleep." Seeing Qin Feng return to his room, Qin Huang continued to sit in the courtyard, drinking wine while facing the bright moon. He still couldn't let go of the worry in his heart. Qin Feng hadn't returned to this room in a long time. Before he turned 18, Qin Feng would stay here for a few days during the new year. Although he hadn't been here for 4 years, when Qin Feng lay on the wooden bed, a familiar and warm feeling enveloped his body. This was home. No matter where you were, it would always be there after so many years. Qin Feng wasn't too worried about the clan martial competition tomorrow. Taking advantage of this rare moment of leisure, Qin Feng's consciousness entered the hedonist sovereign system. Shiman Chue Shui of Plum Villa greets Master. Western Poison Ouyang Feng greets Master. As soon as Qin Feng entered, 2 heroes came to greet him. Hua Tuo was placed in Hero City by Qin Feng, so he wasn't in the system. Little Pig, Glacial Snow Mastiff, and Flaming Golden Eagle also came to greet him. After the battle with the Black Demon Bear at Devil Beast Mountain, Qin Feng put the 2 injured battle pets back into the system to recuperate. The Flaming Golden Eagle was completely healed, and the Glacial Snow Mastiff's demon core was given to Qin Feng. However, it had already formed a new demon core. Qin Feng played with the 3 pets for a while, then checked the interface of the Million Treasure Pavilion. The interface of the Million Treasure Pavilion was the interface that rewarded Qin Feng for helping Saint Medic win the title of King of Elixirs. Qin Feng didn't have time to check it at the time. Now he finally had some free time. Million Treasure Pavilion, this interface could be used to store equipment, elixirs, medicinal ingredients, and other items. White equipment could be turned into orange equipment. First-grade elixirs could be turned into second-grade elixirs, and ordinary medicinal ingredients could be turned into high-grade medicinal ingredients and materials. The introduction of the Million Treasure Pavilion was simple and easy to understand. Qin Feng immediately understood the function of this interface. Little Pig, is there a limit to the items that can be stored in the Million Treasure Pavilion? Qin Feng asked. Of course there's a limit. Master, you want to put blue and purple spiritual equipment in the Million Treasure Pavilion and then store them into purple and pink spiritual equipment, right? At least with the current level of the Million Treasure Pavilion, it's impossible. Little Pig could read Qin Feng's mind. Without Qin Feng saying anything, Little Pig poured a bucket of cold water over his head. Qin Feng rolled his eyes. He was really going to throw the blue sky splitter and purple bloodthirsty dagger into the Million Treasure Pavilion. It would be great if he could store them into purple and pink equipment. Qin Feng also wanted to find a few 6th-grade golden cores and throw them into the Million Treasure Pavilion. It would be amazing if he could store them into 7th-grade golden cores. Qin Feng had a lot of ideas, but they were extinguished by Little Pig as soon as they popped up. What level of items can the Million Treasure Pavilion store now? How many items can it store at one time? Qin Feng asked. The Million Treasure Pavilion, the Cauldron of Heaven and Earth, and the Heroes Alliance can all be upgraded. The Million Treasure Pavilion is divided into 9 stars, and it's currently a 1-star Million Treasure Pavilion. Little Pig introduced the Million Treasure Pavilion in detail. In 1-star mode, 10 items can be stored in the Million Treasure Pavilion at one time, and only the lowest level items can be stored. Upgrading from 1-star to 2-star requires 50,000 Hedonist points. Qin Feng felt that 10 items could be stored at one time wasn't a small amount. However, the 1-star Million Treasure Pavilion could only store the lowest level items. In that case, the 1-star Million Treasure Pavilion can only store first-grade Wonder Pills, white-grade Spiritual Energy, and the lowest level materials. Qin Feng wanted to confirm. Master, it's like this. Little Pig said. Qin Feng was somewhat disappointed. The lowest level items were of little use to Qin Feng's current strength, and he was too lazy to upgrade those types of items. Master, you can put the materials for refining the Cosmic Flying Sword in the Million Treasure Pavilion. That way, the materials will be of higher quality after storage, Little Pig suggested. During this time, Qin Feng had been collecting materials for the Cosmic Flying Sword. He already had a lot of materials in the Emerald Spirit Ring. Qin Feng moved his mind slightly, and Purple Star Sand, Black Luo Wood Spirit Stones, Yuan Meteor Stones, 100-Year Ice Crystals, Gold Bars, Heaven and Earth Yuan Stones, and other items appeared on the bed. However, when Qin Feng wanted to put the items into the Million Treasure Pavilion, he found that a few items couldn't be sent in at all. Master, half of your materials belong to the 2-star Million Treasure Pavilion. You need to upgrade the Million Treasure Pavilion before you can store these materials, Little Pig reminded. The quality of the Cosmic Flying Sword was the most important to Qin Feng. No matter how powerful China's 9 dragons were, no one could fly on a sword and kill people with it. Qin Feng didn't think too much about it. He immediately spent 50,000 Hedonist points to upgrade the Million Treasure Pavilion. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for spending 50,000 Hedonist points to upgrade the 1-star Million Treasure Pavilion to 2-star Million Treasure Pavilion. The host's Hedonist points total is 16,000. Boom! A loud explosion sounded, and the space in the Million Treasure Pavilion doubled. Golden light shone in all directions, and it looked much more high-class than before. Qin Feng moved his mind again, and all the materials for refining the cosmic flying sword were stored in the Million Treasure Pavilion. A 2-star Million Treasure Pavilion could store 20 items at the same time, and the time needed to store them was twice as long as a 1-star Million Treasure Pavilion. Storing 20 materials at the same time cost Qin Feng 5 mid-grade spirit stones. However, Qin Feng had obtained quite a lot of spirit stones when he was exploring Ghost Mountain, so it wasn't a problem for Qin Feng. Fourth update. Thank you, brother, for your support and rewards. Brothers, do you still have monthly tickets? Please send more. Chapter 844. Someone once said that Qin Feng was trash. Someone once said that Qin Feng only knew how to pick up girls. But this was all in the past, and the current Qin Feng made everyone in the Qin family feel a deep fear. Early in the morning, the training field in the Qin family's backyard was filled with people. They were all direct descendants and collateral relatives within 3 generations of the Qin family. Today was a big day for the Qin family. They were going to hold a family martial meet and elect the position of the young patriarch. Different from the Yunza family's martial meet, only direct descendants had the qualifications to participate in the Qin family martial meet. Furthermore, the position of patriarch was passed down to males and not females. But there were similarities. The martial meet would have 2 rounds of competition, the martial competition and the strength competition. Because the contestants had to be direct descendants, there were only 3 contestants in the Qin family martial meet: Qin Feng, Qin Xiao, and the 3rd son of the Qin family. Only 2 of the 3 contestants had arrived. Qin Feng and Qin Xiao were already standing on one side of the training field. Qin Feng's expression was calm, and no one could tell what he was thinking. Qin Xiao, on the other hand, was slightly nervous. After witnessing Qin Feng's skills last night, Qin Xiao didn't sleep well. Qin Shitian sat on the stone chair at the highest point of the viewing area. His old and dignified expression was very grave as he stared at Qin Feng and sized him up. After watching for a moment, Qin Shitian stood up. He was tens of meters away from the training field, but when he opened his mouth, his strong aura and voice spread to every corner of the training field. Qin Feng, are you ready? I'm ready. Qin Feng's voice wasn't weak either. It was loud and clear like a bell. Qin Xiao, what about you? I'm ready. Qin Xiao was a little lacking in confidence, but he already had no room to retreat. All right, I now announce that the Qin family martial meet begins. Following Qin Shitian's roar, the Qin family martial meet officially began. Qin Feng and Qin Xiao leaped onto the training field. Both of them stood 5 meters away from each other and looked at each other. The sound of metal clashing reverberated in the air, and the atmosphere turned heavy in an instant. Qin Xiao was already in position to attack. His expression was serious, as if he was facing a great enemy. Without waiting for the gong to ring, Qin Feng suddenly said, "Wait, let that old man come up as well. You 2 fight with me together." Qin Feng pointed at the audience stand. The person he pointed at was Uncle Yin, who was wearing a black training suit. Uncle Yan's expression changed drastically. Obviously, he was shocked by Qin Feng's behavior. Not only Uncle Yin, but the entire audience was in an uproar. All the members of the Qin family were dumbfounded. Uncle Yin was Qin Zhao's personal bodyguard. Everyone in the Qin family knew Uncle Yan's strength. He was an expert who had reached stage 8 inner chi for a long time. In the entire Qin family, Uncle Yan's strength was only lower than old Master Qin Shitian's. Qin Feng's performance was too confident, so much so that everyone thought he was overconfident and arrogant. Everyone had seen that Qin Feng could defeat Qin Xiao last night. However, if Uncle Yin was added into the mix, no one would continue to be optimistic about Qin Feng's chances. Brother Qin Feng, Qin Duo, and Qin Huang came back to their senses. Both of them looked at Qin Feng anxiously and wanted to persuade him to stop. However, before they could say anything, Qin Feng waved his hand and interrupted them. "Grandpa, This is my decision after careful consideration. I hope you can grant my wish." Qin Feng looked at Qin Shitian on the high platform with unswerving determination. Qin Shitian's expression became more and more serious. Even he couldn't see through Qin Feng's thoughts. Qin Feng was not arrogant, nor was he pretending to be pretentious. As the Green Dragon of China, as long as he casually spread his name, it would be more pretentious than anything else. Qin Feng had an irreconcilable conflict with Uncle Yin. The members of the Qin family, Qin Shitian, and even Qin Huang didn't know about this conflict. During the battle at the Amethyst Dragon Palace, Qin Shao appeared for the first time with Uncle Yin. Uncle Yin attacked, killed Qin Yi, and broke Qin Feng's flying dragon armor. At the moment of life and death, it was Shimin Shueishue who saved Qin Feng. Otherwise, Qin Feng would have been dead. After that, the two of them fought one after another. Qin Feng escaped from danger several times. At that time, Qin Feng's strength was too low and he couldn't defeat Uncle Yin. Every time he saw Uncle Yin, he would either run away or let Shimin Shueishue fight him. Qin Feng didn't like this feeling. Now that Qin Feng had transformed into a butterfly, it was time for him to take revenge. Qin Shitian's expression changed several times. Finally, he regained his calm. Qin Shitian had already made his decision. He said in a low voice, "Since Qin Feng requested to challenge two people at once, then we'll do as he says. For the sake of fairness, Qin Feng can only win if he defeats two people." As soon as Qin Shitian's voice fell, the audience burst into an uproar. Since the establishment of the Qin family, they had held many family martial gatherings. However, this was the first time a contestant requested to challenge two people at the same time. Wasn't this asking for trouble? Moreover, Qin Shitian actually agreed to Qin Feng's request. Qin Feng is too arrogant. Originally, he had a high chance of winning first place in the martial gathering. Now it seems like he's courting death. He's still too young. His heart isn't steady enough. A good-for-nothing young master suddenly became powerful. He wanted to show off in front of us at the martial gathering, but in the end, he's going to become a retard. Almost all the discussions were against Qin Feng. Only Qin Huang, Qin Duo and Qin Shitian didn't say anything. The three of them had grave expressions, and their gazes were fixed on Qin Feng. They were all worried about him. Thud! With a light sound, Uncle Yin had already landed beside Qin Shao. Qin Shao, who originally had no confidence, suddenly became strong. A playful smile blossomed on his face. In his heart, he was grateful to Qin Feng. This big brother of his is really sick in the head. Qin Feng, you think too highly of yourself. Perhaps I really couldn't defeat you just now. Now you can only be abused. Qin Shao looked at Qin Feng proudly. He stopped his attack and prepared to watch Uncle Yin make his move in a moment. Uncle Yin stood with his hands clasped behind his back. His expression was also very grave. He stared at Qin Feng from the beginning to the end and didn't say a word. Qin Feng also didn't say anything because the strong would only prove themselves with their strength. Only the weak would find comfort in words. The atmosphere became even colder. The Qin family members were full of anticipation. Because of Uncle Yan's sudden participation, this martial arts competition was more interesting than they had imagined. Dong! The long-awaited gong rang abruptly, signifying the official start of the martial arts competition. The three people in the arena didn't move. Qin Shao didn't plan to make a move because he thought Uncle Yin was enough. Uncle Yin didn't dare to make a move. After observing Qin Feng for a long time, he found that he couldn't see through Qin Feng's strength. Qin Feng's aura was as vast as the sea. It was the aura of a Stage 9 Inner Chi expert. Qin Feng has stepped into Stage 9 Inner Chi? Uncle Yin wouldn't believe it even if he was beaten to death. Uncle Yin, hurry up! Qin Shao couldn't wait anymore and started to urge Uncle Yin. Qin Feng's determination was much stronger than Uncle Yin had imagined. Uncle Yin was waiting for Qin Feng to make the first move. In a battle between experts, there would be a flaw in the first move, and Qin Feng would be at a disadvantage. Buzz! Uncle Yin raised his palm. He couldn't wait any longer, so he made the first move. It seemed like a simple flick of his sleeve, but a dozen sharp sword chi shot out. The orange sword chi flashed and landed in front of Qin Feng after a few flashes. Qin Feng didn't move, but an invisible airflow barrier surged around him. When the dozen or so sword chis landed on it, they were like pebbles sinking into the ocean. They were instantly swallowed and disappeared without a trace. The audience was in an uproar. Although it was only a single move, it was obvious who was the winner. Qin Shitian stood up in excitement. His old eyes shone with a bright light, as if he had seen a treasure trove. "Uncle Yin, what's going on?" Qin Xiao was a little nervous because he felt a great pressure. Uncle Yin didn't even have time to answer Qin Xiao. He raised his right hand again. This time, the strength and range of the swing were doubled. Dozens of orange lights flashed again, like twinkling stars in the night sky, bringing with it a whistling sound of the wind. Qin Feng still didn't move, but the turbulent airflow around him became more violent. The orange sword chi fell half a meter in front of Qin Feng and disappeared again. The audience exclaimed continuously. Everyone was deeply shocked by Qin Feng's strength. Uncle Yan's calm, old face wrinkled, and his eyes flashed with surprise. "Take this sword." Uncle Yin opened his mouth. He had been releasing sword chi, but he did not see a sword in Qin Feng's hand. He raised his hand again, and a short sword flashing with orange light shot out from his sleeve. It turned into a dozen light shadows and shot towards Qin Feng. This time, Qin Feng raised his hand. Instantly, a white light flashed, and the wind whistled. Countless wind blades blossomed like 100 flowers, colliding with the orange light in midair and exploding. Loud noises resounded continuously, and the surging violent airflow scattered in all directions, forcing Uncle Yin to take 5 steps back. Qin Xiao, who did not know what was going on, was directly sent flying. Bang! Qin Xiao fell hard on the ground and spat out a mouthful of blood. His eyes were filled with astonishment. He didn't expect Qin Feng to be so powerful. He was sent flying by the airflow of the explosion just by watching the fight. "Young master, are you okay?" Uncle Yan's chi was in disorder. He quickly used his chi to suppress his surging chi and blood while asking about Qin Zhao's condition. Qin Xiao felt better after spitting out the blood, so he forced himself to stand up. When he looked at Qin Feng again, there was a hint of fear in Qin Zhao's eyes. He had underestimated Qin Feng's strength. He did not dare to believe that Qin Feng had leaped from a good-for-nothing to a realm where he could fight against Uncle Yin in just half a year. "Uncle Yin, how are you?" Qin Xiao looked at Uncle Yin nervously. He was afraid that Uncle Yin would say that he was no match for Qin Feng. "I didn't use my strength just now. I'll go and fight with that brat later." After Uncle Yin stabilized his inner chi, his body flashed and instantly appeared above Qin Feng's head. He held the orange sword in his hand and slashed down from the sky. This slash looked ordinary, but it set off an earth-shattering momentum. Qin Xiao, who was standing at the side, could feel the ground of the martial arts field shaking slightly. It's the last day of August, and you're still in the 10th place of the monthly votes. Today is the crucial moment to decide the result of this month's hard work. Chapter 845. Uncle Yin, the #1 guard of the Qin clan. Aside from Yuan Fu, who was no longer a guard of the Qin clan, Uncle Yin was the most powerful guard of the Qin clan. Uncle Yin specialized in swordsmanship, and his 7 blades of remnant soul was full of wonders. The orange blade of remnant soul was unstoppable. Uncle Yin alone could dominate most of the families in the provincial capital. However, he felt pressured when facing Qin Feng, who was only over 20 years old. Rumble! The air above Qin Feng's head suddenly exploded. Uncle Yan's sword had already fallen. In the air, another orange blade appeared. It was even brighter than the sword of remnant soul in Uncle Yan's hand. The Chongling sword slashed in the air. This sword was as simple as Uncle Yan's, and it was also full of wonders. Bang! 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 The sound of explosions spread again. The sound was as rhythmic as firecrackers. Qin Feng raised his sword, but he had already retreated a few steps. Uncle Yin, who was in the air, had no time to dodge. He was sent flying by the surging sword energy. Dong! Uncle Yin fell to the ground. He was in a worse state than Qin Xiao. A deep pit was formed on the hard concrete ground. Uncle Yan's black training clothes were in tatters, and his exposed skin was full of blood marks. This time he was seriously injured. Uncle Yin, what's going on? You can't defeat that guy. Qin Xiao was dumbfounded. If even Uncle Yin couldn't defeat Qin Feng, then he had no hope at all. Up to this point, Qin Feng and Uncle Yin had already exchanged dozens of blows. However, both of them were extremely fast. Dozens of blows were exchanged in the blink of an eye, and it only took them less than 5 minutes. In the short 5 minutes, the Qin clan members on the spectator stand had a drastic change of heart. At first, they laughed at Qin Feng and looked down on him. They even thought that Qin Feng was acting tough. However, at this moment, they felt that Qin Feng was indeed acting tough. However, he had the strength to act tough. Qin Feng, should act tough. Stars twinkled in Qin Duo Air's beautiful eyes. She was so excited that her face turned red. Qin Feng had already told the Qin Emperor that he had defeated Zi Long of Huaxia. However, hearing about it and seeing it with his own eyes were two completely different things. After witnessing Qin Feng's skills, the Qin Emperor was completely stunned. A flame of hope was suddenly ignited in the depths of his despairing heart. Maybe Qin Feng could really find his mother. He really had the strength to fight against those people. Qin Shidian was also very excited. He was so excited that he crushed the armrest of the stone chair into powder. He was completely unaware that Qin Feng's transformation was earth-shattering. His counterattack today had shocked everyone present. Uncle Yin stood up again. He had secretly thrown a few pills into his mouth to heal his wounds. Of course, this did not escape Qin Feng's eyes, but Qin Feng did not care. Uncle Yan's expression changed. He stared at Qin Feng vigilantly, as if he was facing a formidable enemy. He had been stuck in the Stage 8 Inner Chi realm for 5 years, and he was only one step away from entering the Stage 9 Inner Chi realm. Uncle Yan's swordsmanship was extraordinary, and Uncle Yan had never been in such a difficult situation even when facing a Stage 9 Inner Chi expert. Uncle Yin was sure that Qin Feng was a Stage 9 Inner Chi expert. Uncle Yin found it unbelievable that Qin Feng had reached Stage 9 Inner Chi at such a young age. Your swordsmanship is pretty good, but it's still lacking in maturity, Qin Feng said emotionlessly and calmly. Uncle Yin grabbed the remnant soul sword and took a step forward. He stood side by side with Qin Xiao and said to Qin Xiao, "Let's attack him together. I'll try my best to control him, and you find an opportunity to strike." Qin Xiao was slightly stunned. He did not expect Qin Feng to be so powerful that Uncle Yin wanted him to help him deal with Qin Feng. Buzz! Before Qin Xiao could reply, Uncle Yin swung his sword. He no longer maintained the posture of an expert and only attacked with his sword. At this moment, Uncle Yan's hands were waving wildly, and the patterns of his attacks were complicated and unpredictable. Sword chimes sounded everywhere. In the blink of an eye, countless sword chi surrounded Qin Feng from all directions. The number of sword chi was increasing rapidly, and his aura was also skyrocketing. Qin Feng was surrounded by the sound of explosions, as if he was surrounded by a pile of bombs. Rumble! Rumble! The violent chi shook the ground. Qin Feng was in the center of the sword chi, and a violent airflow barrier surged around him. Qin Feng's eyes lit up when he saw Uncle Yan's attack. However, the light only flashed in his eyes for a second. Qin Feng had already swung the Spirit Blast sword in his hand. Solitary 9 swords. It was a light strike, not as fancy as Uncle Yan's. A stream of sword chi that seemed to have solidified surged out, instantly slicing the air in front of Qin Feng into two. The sword energy released by Uncle Yin was completely devoured, and Qin Feng's sword energy was slightly weakened. However, the core of the sword energy still collided with Uncle Yan's chest. It sent Uncle Yin flying, and he was about to land on the training ground dozens of meters away. Qin Feng died. Qin Xiao suddenly slapped Uncle Yin while he was still floating in the air. Qin Feng had just swung his sword, and he did not have time to retract his chi. He punched with his right fist, and a thunderous roar and a tiger's roar spread out at the same time. Rumble! Two fists collided. Qin Feng staggered and took 2 steps back. Qin Xiao unleashed all of his inner qi in that attack. However, he had just stepped into Stage 8 inner qi, so he was pitifully small in Qin Feng's eyes. Qin Xiao was sent flying and landed on the edge of the training field. His body created a big pit on the hard ground, and he spat out a few mouthfuls of blood. Qin Feng was the only one left standing on the training field. In less than 10 minutes, Qin Feng had defeated both Uncle Yin and Qin Xiao. Everyone was so shocked by Qin Feng's strength that they could hardly breathe. Did he win? How could he win so easily? Is this kid still Qin Feng? Was Qin Feng a wastrel when he was young? Didn't the old man say that he couldn't cultivate? Was the old man lying? To be able to defeat Uncle Yin so easily, he must have stepped into the ranks of Stage 9 inner qi experts. How old is Qin Feng? He is the youngest Stage 9 inner qi expert in China. After a short moment of silence, the crowd boiled over. The Qin family members were talking about Qin Feng again. However, their attitude towards Qin Feng had changed by 180 degrees. They were no longer optimistic about Qin Feng, but they were in awe of him. In everyone's eyes, the result of this martial arts competition had been decided. Qin Feng defeated both Qin Xiao and Uncle Yin by himself. Among the younger generation of the Qin family, who could be a match for him? Rumble. When Qin Shitian was about to announce the result, Qin Xiao, who was lying on the ground, suddenly exploded. After the loud noise, Qin Xiao suddenly leaped up. His aura became even more berserk, as if nothing had happened just now. Roar! Qin Feng, no matter what, I will kill you today. Qin Xiao, who was beaten to the point where he couldn't even get up, suddenly changed into a different person. He looked up to the sky and roared like a crazed beast. His eyes glowed with a dazzling blood-red color, and his originally handsome and fair face became sinister and cold. This scene gave Qin Feng a familiar feeling. Crazy? Qin Xiao has entered a crazy demon state. Qin Feng quickly discovered the situation. When he fought with Su Xiaodian at Broken Cliff Mountain, he ate the violent demon pill and entered a crazy demon state. Qin Zhao's current behavior was obviously the same as him. However, Qin Zhao's crazy demon state was very thorough. His eyes became empty, and he completely lost his consciousness when he entered a crazy demon state. Roar! 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 Qin Xiao had completely turned into a bloodthirsty demon king. He indeed ate the violent demon pill and entered a crazy demon state. However, Qin Xiao didn't have the grade 6 violent demon pill. He ate the grade 4 crazy demon pill. Compared to the violent demon pill, the crazy demon pill also had the effect of forcing people into a crazy demon state. However, the crazy demon pill couldn't preserve the user's consciousness. After taking it, a huge hidden danger would be left in the user's body. Rumble. After entering a crazy demon state, Qin Zhao's aura increased by several times. With a simple punch, he smashed a big hole in the air. While Qin Feng was absent-minded, the air in front of his chest became violent. The surging aura seemed to be able to devour the heaven and earth. The Qin family members, who were dozens of meters away, felt a wave of pressure. Qin Feng had the opportunity to dodge Qin Zhao's punch, but he didn't. Instead, he punched Qin Xiao in the face. Two powerful fist winds collided in midair. The two of them were still separated by a meter, but Qin Xiao could no longer take half a step forward. His hideous face became even more twisted, and the clothes on his body exploded in the sound of the explosion. Qin Xiao, who had just entered a crazy demon state, was sent flying. Rumble. The sound of explosions in the air didn't stop. They continued to explode. Although the crazy demon state was powerful, whether it was the body's endurance or attack power, it was nothing in the face of absolute power. Qin Feng retreated 3 steps after he punched Qin Feng. He hastily circulated his qi to suppress the surging blood and qi in his body. Qin Feng, who was at the early stage of Stage 9 inner qi, could fight against a Stage 9 inner qi expert. With such a powerful skill, He directly broke through the crazy demon state and pushed aside the wildness and madness. Rumble! Qin Xiao floated in the air for a long time. When he finally landed, a huge hole appeared on the ground. Qin Xiao, who had just entered a berserk state, was forcefully awakened by Qin Feng's punch. The blood in his eyes had already faded, and his berserk aura had dissipated with the wind. He lay half dead in the deep pit, and didn't even have the strength to climb out. The situation happened too fast. Before the Qin family members could recover from Qin Zhao's crazy demon state, the situation changed again. Looking at Qin Feng, who was still standing upright on the martial arts field, everyone was in awe. At this moment, they finally saw Qin Feng's strength. The atmosphere was silent for a long time. Qin Shitian finally regained his senses. His skinny body slightly trembled in the cold wind. His muddy eyes flickered with a crystal light. In this match, Qin Feng defeated Uncle Yin and Qin Xiao. Now, I announce that Qin Feng is the winner of this martial arts tournament. Chapter 846. The sudden voice broke the rhythm of the Qin family's martial arts competition. Qin Shitian stopped and didn't continue to announce the result. Everyone in the spectator stands looked into the distance. A man wrapped in a black cloth bag flew over, revealing only a pair of bright black eyes. The man's body was as light as a swallow. After a few breaths, he landed on the martial arts field 5 meters away from Qin Feng. Qin Feng narrowed his eyes and stared at the man. The man also stared at Qin Feng with a cold, murderous look in his eyes. Although the man didn't reveal his face, Qin Feng recognized him immediately. This man had been working with the William family and had ambushed Qin Feng several times. After Qin Feng and Hua Yin completed the mission of killing Taoist Rakshasa at Ghost Mountain, they were ambushed by the man covered in black and Prince William on their way back. Later on, when Qin Feng and Yin Wushuang completed the mission of the William family, they fought in the biological laboratory of Provincial Capital University, and the man covered in black appeared and rescued Professor Mike. Qin Feng didn't know the identity of the man standing in front of him. However, Qin Feng had a rough idea of who the man was since he called Qin Shitian Grandpa. "Are you Qin Wudao?" Qin Feng asked coldly. The man covered in black suddenly burst into laughter. In front of Qin Feng, he untied the black cloth bag layer by layer. It was a resolute and familiar face. It was Qin Ye's elder brother, Qin Wudao. In the Qin family of the provincial capital, Qin Feng had 4 cousins in his generation: Qin Feng, Qin Xiao, Qin Yi, and Qin Wudao. Qin Yi and Qin Wudao lived in Jincheng City. One of them was a scholar, while the other was a martial artist. Qin Yi was known as Prince because of his outstanding intelligence and literary talent. Qin Wudao was known as Prince Wu because he was talented in martial arts. Qin Xiao was a master of both literature and martial arts. He could deceive Qin Yi and Qin Feng in a battle of wits and was a stage 8 inner chi expert in a battle of martial arts. The 3 of them were well-known figures among their peers in the provincial capital and even in China. Any one of them was as bright as a god's favored son. However, fate had arranged for the 3 of them to stay in the Qin family and become Qin Feng's 3 cousins. No matter how outstanding and smart the 3 of them were, they still encountered Qin Feng, who was even more heaven-defying and monstrous. In front of Qin Feng's halo, the 3 of them became dim. Their plans failed again and again, but they also witnessed Qin Feng's powerful rise again and again. This was a joke that fate was playing on them. In front of fate, the 3 of them had no way of resisting. "Qin Wudao, why are you only here now?" Qin Shitian was obviously startled by Qin Wudao's sudden appearance, and he was stunned for quite a while before recovering from his shock. Qin Mu, who was standing in the audience stands, had his eyes light up. Seeing his son rushing back at the crucial moment, he was very excited. "Grandpa, I was held up by something, but it's not too late now. Qin Xiao has been defeated by Qin Feng, so let me fight Qin Feng for the last time." When Qin Wudao spoke, he didn't look at Qin Shitian. He seemed to be somewhat dissatisfied with this grandfather of his. After a moment of silence, Qin Shitian said. Since Qin Wudao is back, let's continue the competition. Originally, Qin Feng was going to take first place in the martial gathering, but because of Qin Wudao's sudden appearance, the rhythm was broken. Qin Feng and Qin Wudao seemed to be unable to hear the various discussions in the audience stands. They glared at each other. They were originally a pair of cousins, but their eyes were exceptionally red than enemies. After Qin Feng learned the identity of the man covered in black, many things became clear to him. Qin Wudao wanted to avenge his younger brother, Qin Yi, and he thought that Qin Yi was killed by Qin Feng. Qin Feng didn't explain these things because he felt that there was no need to because this battle must be fought. Qin Feng, your change has exceeded my expectations. Even so, I will still kill you and use your blood as a sacrifice to my younger brother's soul in heaven. Qin Wudao's aura had already started to change. It's good to have this kind of confidence, but you still don't have that kind of strength. Qin Feng's voice was calm as he sensed Qin Wudao's aura. Qin Wudao was also a Stage 8 energy expert, but his aura was slightly stronger than Qin Zhao's. Qin Feng's words seemed to have angered Qin Wudao. He roared and swung his hand. Bang! 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 Two wind-piercing sounds rang out, and two cold lights flashed. A pair of sabers with an azure dragon and a phoenix engraved on it flew towards Qin Feng. This wasn't Qin Feng's first time fighting with Qin Wudao. He was already familiar with the bright moon dragon phoenix slash. He waved his hand, and several white lights shot out. The wind blades collided with the sabers, causing the sabers to deviate from their original trajectory. Rumble! The bright moon dragon phoenix slash smashed onto the ground, and two loud noises rang out. Qin Wudao never thought of using the sabers to attack Qin Feng. It was just a feint. Qin Wudao leaped onto Qin Feng's head, and a playful smile flashed across his eyes. He swung his giant palm, and a ball of intense flame surged towards Qin Feng. Whoosh! The audience cried out in surprise. No one expected Qin Wudao to be a fire elemental demonic cultivator. Qin Wudao's coordination was flawless. First, he distracted Qin Feng. Then he launched a fatal attack. Qin Duo Air and Qin Huang screamed in fright when they saw that the blazing flames were about to ignite Qin Feng. Big brother Qin Feng, watch out! Feng, run! Qin Shitian also stood up abruptly. Unknowingly, he smashed the other side of the stone bench into pieces. At this moment of crisis, the hearts of the Qin family members leaped to their throats. Some of them even imagined the cruel scene of Qin Feng being burnt to a crisp. Rumble! The flame had already engulfed Qin Feng and reached a height of 3 meters. Qin Feng was instantly engulfed in flames. No one could see his figure or appearance in the flames. Qin Duo was already crying her heart out. Qin Huang sat down on the stairs, his mind blank. Screams of shock rose from all directions. The Qin family members were dumbfounded when they saw the flame engulfing Qin Feng. A Stage 9 energy expert was burned to death, just like that? Huh? You've been eliminated so quickly? Qin Feng, you've really disappointed me. Qin Wudao laughed hysterically. His eyes shone with excitement. Are you disappointed? Then I'll make you feel despair. Qin Feng's ice-cold voice suddenly came from the flames. The smile on Qin Wudao's face froze. His body trembled violently. Before he could regain his senses, an even more intense flame flew towards him. The flames on Qin Feng's body had already dissipated. A layer of solid deep blue ice appeared around him. The extreme cold was dazzling under the sunlight. The extreme cold caused the surrounding temperature to plummet. Rumble! The destructive flame had already smashed into Qin Wudao and instantly exploded 4 to 5 meters high. Originally, it was Qin Feng who was engulfed in flames. Now, it was Qin Wudao who was drowned in a sea of flames. The ups and downs completely exceeded the speed at which everyone could accept it. What just happened? Qin Feng and Qin Wudao are both fire elemental demon cultivators. These two kids are really heaven-defying. Wait, look at the ice on Qin Feng's body. He's a fire elemental and ice elemental demon cultivator. The capital's Qin Manor is going to change. The entire Chinese martial world is going to change. In the midst of the destructive flame, Qin Wudao's body was also covered with a layer of ice. However, his flames and ice were not as powerful as Qin Feng's. Under the burning of the destructive flame, the ice quickly melted layer by layer. Then, new ice appeared and continued to resist the power of the destructive flame. Qin Wudao's eyes were filled with shock. He didn't expect Qin Feng to be a dual-elemental demon cultivator. "You're a dual-elemental demon cultivator?" Qin Feng also looked at Qin Wudao in shock. But soon, Qin Feng discovered something fishy. The ice on Qin Wudao's body did not fluctuate with demonic energy. The flames he released earlier also did not contain demonic energy. Qin Wudao's flames and ice brought about a strange energy fluctuation. This fluctuation was not unfamiliar to Qin Feng. It was brought about by ability users. You have both ice and fire abilities. It seems that you've become the William family's test subject. Qin Feng looked at Qin Wudao again. The destructive flame was the myriad beast true fire. It couldn't dissipate at all. Qin Wudao's face turned deathly pale. He already looked like he was struggling. The ability of an adept was not limitless. It required a huge amount of mental power to support it. Qin Wudao had clearly reached his limit and was about to collapse at any time. The atmosphere had long fallen into a deathly silence. Only the whistling sound of the flames in the wind could be heard. "Feng stop!" Qin Huang came to his senses and hurriedly stopped Qin Feng. Qin Feng looked at his father with a blank expression. Qin Huang continued to shout, "Feng we're family after all. Don't kill each other." Qin Huang looked a little tired. He didn't continue speaking. Everything still depended on Qin Feng's decision. Qin Shitian stood on the high platform. His eyes were solemn and his expression was cold. He looked at the blazing flames and said, "Qin Feng, stop. You're first in this tournament." Rumble. Qin Feng raised his hand. The destructive flame suddenly rose into the sky and instantly disappeared above Qin Wudao's head. This scene stunned everyone once again. The flame Qin Feng released was too mysterious. It didn't seem like the flame of demonic qi. Although demonic cultivators could transform demonic qi into flames, they couldn't control the flames a second time. But Qin Feng's flames seemed to have intelligence and could be controlled by Qin Feng multiple times. The level of the myriad beast true fire was too high. Many people in the Qin family had never heard of this flame. Those who knew about this flame didn't dare to think too much about it, because this kind of fire with intelligence seemed to be a legend. After the flames disappeared, Qin Wudao sat on the ground and began to gasp for breath. He was covered in cold sweat. He was completely shocked by Qin Feng's strength. In order to kill Qin Feng and avenge his brother Qin Yi, Qin Wudao didn't hesitate to ally with the William family and voluntarily became a test subject. In the end, he successfully obtained the attributes of ice and fire. Originally, he thought he could kill Qin Feng with his stage 8 inner qi and dual attribute elemental ability. But when he faced Qin Feng, Qin Wudao found that he couldn't even withstand 10 moves. You're tuning into the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.